Yay! It's me! Back again. As I said I might be for the Google. Right, we've got a 1 in 3 this time. So we'll do our random number generator. Let's do it to 10 again, right? And then between 1 and 3, we get 1. Boom. We'll be doing number 1 then, whatever that is. It is... no. Not that one. It's Luka codes. Oh, just saying how we need some more Luka code content. Awesome. Let's get going with the Luka code content then. we do need a bit more Luka code. I miss poor Luka code. We haven't had enough Luka code content. We've been starved of the Luka code. Oh well, I mean, what's good in the hood indeed. Before we start, I think I'm certain. Yeah, it's just crazy, really. I mean, fuck, I can't, I don't know. It's all going wrong, honestly. Well, I mean, oh, right, here we go. It's a slash, come on, there we go. Oh, how many fucking numbers? Alright, if that's not your username, that's too bad. I typed your username out once, it's too long. If I did it wrong, that's really your problem. Well, you had to, it's not happened yet, you had to turn up first. I mean, you know, there's no guarantee you turn up. Oh, we had to make sure you turn up. Right, let's go. Start the scenario. And thus, number 3 arrives. But more importantly, we're actually playing a game. How do I do a Luka code voice? Because he's meant to sound feminine, but he is a man. Do I just do my regular voice? No, my voice is gravelly though. Oh shit! Alright, well, we know what line we're in. Mayuri-chan is dead. Everything had happened so suddenly. She was totally fine the day before. Her smile was as energetic as always, making everyone around her feel worry-free. Mayuri-chan is my friend. No, my best friend. Or at least, that's what I chose to believe. Mayuri-chan was the first person to talk to me when I had just entered high school, when I didn't know anyone. She would always try to cheer me up. To be honest, none of this felt real. Not until the day before yesterday, when I saw Mayuri-chan at the funeral. It was like she was sleeping inside of her coffin. The usual smile on her face. I felt like she could wake up at any moment, warmly laugh and say good morning. But no matter how long I waited, Mayuri-chan didn't move. Her eyes remained closed. She didn't move an inch. Her skin was cold to the touch. She was so stiff. That's when I finally realized Mayuri-chan is dead. She'll never get to smile again, or look at me with those bright eyes, or talk to me in her gentle girly voice. Never again. Where do people go when they die? I asked my dad something like this when I was a kid. They become gods? Damn, I need to speed run my way to being a god. That's what he taught me. But the reality is that people are burnt to ash when they die. Mayuri-chan had become ash. She had become smoke, rising up into the sky. That was supposed to be a sad thing, but then why is the sky so clear and blue? I look up with my dry eyes, now incapable of producing tears, as my mind races. Alpaca Man, well there's no Alpaca Man here, but you are a mod, that's true. Oh, I'm so glad that he has his hands over his chest, or that would have been a one-way ticket to our ban. Whew! Luka, thank God. Like, yes, you're a man, but still, either way, those hands were on your chest right there, that would have been a one-way ticket to a ban. Phew. I placed my hand gently on my chest. Small and inconspicuous, but a soft swell. Proof that I'm a girl. No, that's not. You're not a girl. Wait, what timeline are we in? Oh fuck yeah! In the timeline where Mayuri dies, I am a girl. Shit. I forgot. That's even worse. A girl. I say it out loud. Yes, I am a girl. I talk like a guy, but I'm a girl. There's no mistaking it. For a long, long time I've had the same dream over and over again. I'm not sure when it started. You did it, congrats, congrats. Nice 25 streak. Let's get this to a 50, that's the next milestone. 50 is the next milestone. At 50 you get applause. I know. Applause is really one of the most amazing things you could receive from a celebrity such as myself. So yeah, at 50 you get applause from me, personal applause. Yeah, now I know you're looking forward to that. I'm not sure when it started. I think it started when I was just a child, so I must have been having this dream for quite some time. It's a very strange dream, one in which I live as a boy. Everything about how I look is the same. My personality is the same. I'm as unconfident and introverted as ever. The only thing different about me is my sex. Everybody around me treats me like a boy, and I guess that makes sense. In my dream, I am a boy. Of course they treat me that way. My mum, my sister, and my friends. Even the person most special to me. And for some reason, the me in that dream feels that being a boy is a sad thing. The me in that dream wishes they were a girl. Whenever I wake up from that dream, I always check my body, and then I feel relief wash over me. This has been happening ever since I was a child. How do you unmod bump? Well, yeah, you gotta hack the matrix for that one. Back then, I thought everyone was having similar kinds of dreams, but I was wrong. I asked my sister and my friends, but nobody had the same experience I did. Even my Uri-chan, she'd never had a dream like that before. So one day I decided to do some research on it. According to the books, a dream where your sex changes signifies a change in the nature of your relationships with the people around you. But looking back on things, I can't see where or when that change could ever have happened, if at all. And if that was the case, why would I keep seeing the same dream over and over? I've always wondered about this. Why am I the only one with these bizarre dreams? But then one day, the answer found me. Well, I mean, you know, everyone has their own weird dreams. I mean, why do I keep dreaming about the monsters from Scooby-Doo 2 coming out of my back garden? No one else has that dream, I don't think. I don't know, I could be wrong. I'm trying to what other weird dreams. What dreams did I have last night? I had some dreams. Last night I dreamt something about my English teacher. It was something to do with having a phone out during an English test. I can't remember what it was. I don't remember. I remember because I took a maths test and I absolutely destroyed it. And then there was something with an English test, and the dream focused a bit more on that, but I can't really remember what happened. The words of the person most special to me. The words of Okabe Rintaro-san. Okabe-san had told me that originally I was actually a boy, but later turned into a girl. His words pierced my chest like a sharp knife. I was so stunned. I couldn't believe that someone so important to me could say something as awful as that. Was that how Okabe-san had always looked at me? I can't believe he's pretending to be a girl when he's actually a boy. I don't know if such a thing is even possible. Ray gets head from a ghost. Yeah, well, why does Ray dream about getting head from a ghost? But I remember being immensely sad that he felt that way about me. I'd loved him for so long, ever since the day I first met him. Just looking at Okabe-san's face filled me with joy. Just hearing him call out my name was enough to put a smile on my face. And one day, when I had the courage, and I become much stronger, then will my feelings finally reach him? I'd always felt that way. But to find out that Okabe-san had thought of me as a boy, just thinking about it filled me with a deep sadness. A deep sadness. It was so painful that I couldn't help but cry. But somewhere in my heart I was satisfied. Yeah, I knew it. This discomfort I've had forever. That weird recurring dream. The feeling that I'm not who I'm supposed to be. I felt like Okabe-san's words had finally cleared the doubt in my mind. I really was a boy. Triggered by Okabe-san's words, memories of my time as a boy began to surface. Well, that's not quite right, actually. According to Okabe-san, it was a world line in which I was a boy. Even now, the whole thing is too difficult for me to really understand, but nonetheless, the fact remains that I was a boy at some point. Okabe-san told me that he wanted me to go back to being a boy. According to him, something called the phone wave, name subject to change, is what turned me into a girl. He and the others had made it. He said that by sending messages into the past using this machine, a person can change history. And apparently I, as a boy, had told him that I wanted to be a girl. I wanted to be a girl. Which means that I had hated life as a guy. I had always wanted to be a girl. Then what about the me of now? I gave it some thought. My conclusion was clear as day. I still don't want to be a boy. I want to stay like I am. But his next words were beyond my comprehension. Well, you know, she is currently dead. So did he really tell lies? I don't think so. Mayuri-chan is my best friend, but she's also Okabe-san's childhood friend. Mayuri-chan dying? It all seemed like that joke, but even I knew that Okabe-san wasn't the sort of person to goof around about this. You can say and do weird things at times, but when the going gets tough, he's always been serious. I wouldn't have fallen in love with him if he wasn't. Okabe-san said that by becoming a girl had altered the world line, resulting in Mayuri-chan's eventual death. So in order to prevent that from happening, I'd have to go back to being a boy. Of course, I couldn't just accept that. I even considered that maybe Okabe-san had always hated me, which is why he was saying these awful things. But Mayuri is now dead, so you know. But 5 days later, in the evening, Mayuri-chan had died. According to Hashida-san, who was with her at the time, Mayuri-chan was acting perfectly normal before everything went south. Then all of a sudden she collapsed in pain, and then eventually stopped moving altogether. She had really died. And if what Okabe-san said was true, it was all my fault. Well, no, it's immensely Okabe's fault, but Mayuri-chan died because I'm a girl. Because I'm a girl. Because I wish to be a girl, Mayuri-chan died. This body is what killed her. And yet I'm still in this body. Why am I still like this? I mean, Okabe probably should explain the situation a bit better. You know, he's making Luka heavily guilt themselves. Like it's you know, like obviously Luka's being a girl plays a part. You know, without Luka changing back, she won't ever live. But you know, this it's not purely down to you right now. Why am I still a girl? Even now, I want to stay as is. Is that how I really feel? I don't know anymore. I don't understand my own feelings. But if I really do believe that, I'm the worst. Oh. Looking at my body had become unbearable, so I turn away only to see a certain object. Samidare. A toy katana. Samidare. Okabe-san had given this precious gift to me, the timid girl who could barely ever speak her mind. He told me that by practicing swings with this, I'd be able to become strong. Strong. The penis would have saved her, yeah, true. 11, 12, 13. I swing Samidare with all my might. If swinging this thing can get rid of my doubt, can get rid of my need to think, my mind and heart can't help but feel this way. If swinging this sword hundreds of times means getting rid of these feelings, but... 21, 22, 20... Damn, weak ass girl. 2 drugs at what? Why would drugs help? I've never been particularly strong. I don't have physical or mental strength. No guts, no decisiveness. No matter how much I try to act like I care for my friends, at the end of the day, I'm only looking out for myself. To prove that, I can't even do 30 swings. I'm just a weakling. And being a weakling is a bad thing. Yeah, a bad thing. To me, the world is made up of good things and bad things. I'm not the one who gets to decide which one is which. So who does? Someone other than me. If you're a boy, being girly is a bad thing. If you're a girl, being girly is a good thing, of course. As a boy, being reliable and self-confident is good. As a girl, being gentle, delicate, and kind is good. Certainly massively sexist. That's why my appearance, as a boy anyway, is bad. I needed to be a girl. Unfortunately, being a weakling is a bad thing for both girls and boys. That's what society thinks anyway. If society thinks that way, then that's all there is to it. Regardless of what I am, I'm left a weakling, no matter what. My existence is still bad. Nothing changes. Mayuri-chan. All I can do is hug my knees and cry. Because if I keep crying, someone will come to help me. A friend will come by and ask if I'm alright. But because of me, that friend she's...
How about you cease this bitch?
I saw the thing pop up in chat before the alert played. I was ready for it. Mayuri-chan. A small voice calls out to me, just loud enough to be audible over the sound of the gravel moving. I look up. I look up and find him standing there, the person most special to me. Okabe-san. The moment I say his name aloud, the tears start coming. I try my best to hold them back. Yesterday, I went to Mayuri-chan's funeral. Everyone cried. I didn't know Mayuri-chan was loved by so many people. Of course, I love Mayuri-chan too. I'm not really good with people, but she was always so nice to me. She was my best friend. It's true. I love Mayuri-chan. She was my best friend. But why? Okabe-san, why are we still alive? Mario? What? Where did Mario come from? You alright? You hit your head or... it's 2010s. It's a bit past 2000s actually. Okabe-san doesn't respond to my words, a pained expression on his face. He looks like he's in so much pain. Of course he is. As her childhood friend, Okabe-san was closer to Mayuri-chan than I ever was. She was so important to him. How can I say something like this to him? I'm about to do another bad thing. But I just can't help myself. Mayuri-chan is dead. But I'm still a girl. Okabe-san had said that this was what I wished for. But this isn't the world I wanted. It just feels wrong for me to keep living like this. A world in which I become a girl, all at the expense of Mayuri-chan's life. I never asked for this world. Well, you did. Okabe-san says to me,
why are we
but...
still here? Just to suffer?
Damn, if only I had that sound alert. Okabe-san says to me, but even then, I know it's a bad thing. So is there a way to save Mayuri-chan? I ask him, but his response is plain and simple. That can't be! I unconsciously raise my voice. I can't just let things stay the way they are. I can't let the bad things stay bad.
考えましょうよ。
Let's keep thinking. I'll do anything to save Mayuri-chan.
助かるためならまゆりちゃんから
I heard from Mayuri-chan before that you made a device for traveling back in time.
時間をそれを使えば
If we use that... Okume-san had been conducting some kind of super complicated research with Makase-san and Hashida-san. Apparently, not only had they made a machine to send emails into the past, they had also made a time machine. Traveling back in time, it all seems like some kind of dream. It's hard to believe. But if anyone could do it, it'd be Okabe-san. That's what I firmly believe. It's just a jump to the left! No, not just him. The reason he was probably able to make these incredible inventions is because he had Hashida-san, Makase-san, and Mayuri-chan at his side. Honestly, I'd always wanted to be part of their group, but I was never good enough. Like Hashida-san and Makase-san, there's nothing I can do. Even though I get that time traveling is amazing, I don't understand exactly how or why it is. I don't know anything about computers, I don't understand complex topics. I can never ask them to let me be part of their group. It was impossible. And put your hands on your hips. Okume-san shakes his head, his expression filled with dread. And still I raise my voice to speak again.
時間を遡
If we
れ
go
ば
back in time,
何か
I'm sure we'll find a way.
方法はない。
But it's the pelvic thrust. Okabe-san declares his fists clench.
残酷なことかもしれないが、
No, but surely if you've asked me to undo my thing, to say you've already undone Ferris's, I mean, can you really let Ferris's sacrifice be in vain?
諦めちゃダメですよ
You can't give up! Why are you giving up? Aren't you sad at all that Mayuri-chan died?
がなくなって
Giving
し
up.
かないんですか
That's bad.
とにかく方法はないんだ。
嫌です
No!
僕は
I don't want Mayuri-chan to die!
死んでほしくない
ルカ子
Okabe-san raises his voice and grabs my shoulders in response to my continued whining. I instinctively pull back a little.
俺がそう簡単に諦めたと思うか。
Okabe-san manages to squeeze the words out. He then tells me exactly how much he went through to try and save Mayuri-chan.
マユリを助けるために他の人間の思いだって犠牲にした。
I haven't done that to me yet though.
だがそれ
You've only done it once! Well, I guess you've done Suzuha's as well, but you know, like Suzuha, you didn't really email much for her. His grief-filled cries, they remind me that I'm only thinking about myself. I didn't even try to consider what painful experiences Okabe-san might have gone through until now. Okabe-san is the one who built the time machine. There's no way he didn't try and use it to save Mayuri-chan. He had jumped back through time over and over again to try and save her from her fate. So many times. And yet somehow death always came out on top. There was no running from it. Over and over again, Okabe-san was faced with Mayuri-chan's death. Faced with the death of someone so special to him. I want her to live. I don't want her to die. No matter how much he prayed to the powers that be, his feelings never reached them. Instead, only the unwavering reality of death repeated infinitely. Doc Brown, I mean, there are a good few Back to the Future references across this game series. Mainly in the spin-offs there's more Back to the Future references. Just how painful must that all have been?
ごめんなさい
I'm sorry. How can I have said such cruel things to the person who had to watch someone he cares about so much die over and over again? But
僕
I didn't stop to think about your feelings. But even so, I can't help but say it.
だけど
But it's not impossible,
無理な
is it?
ないで
There's
すよ
still one more way left. I mean,
もう一つだけ
there's still one way we
方
haven't
法が
tried
残
yet.
ってるじゃないですか
The only option left. The only one.
僕が
If you turn me back into a guy.
それはダメだ。
His response is quick and unyielding, almost as if he knew that I was going to say. But I have no intention of just backing down.
お願いします岡部
Please, Okabe-san.
僕
I don't want to be a girl so badly that I'd sacrifice Mayuri-chan.
まゆりちゃんを
Please save Mayuri-chan.
助けてあげて。
俺は
There's an anime about this game. Yeah. What? Well, I would say it to watch the anime. You have two options. You can watch the anime whenever you fucking want, or you can wait like a year or two when I eventually actually play the original game on stream. I'm just leaving it because I played it like a year or two ago, and like, you know, I know it's been a year or two, but it's still quite fresh in my brain. So I'm just gonna. You can wait. Well, there you go. Then you can even help me make my decisions, because there are a couple of decisions you make, especially in the first game. You and anyone else sitting in chat can help me make my decisions.
どうして
1,000 stream streak by them, maybe. Why?
どうしてですか。
Why won't you?
俺がそれを選んだんだ。それに元の世界線に戻ったところで
Well, I know that you will, because I played the first game.
絶対じゃないんだ。
But
俺はその低い確率のために誰かの思いを
actually, if you remember what happened with Ferris, he's not really sacrificing the memories if I care enough.
岡部さん。
But Okabe-san,
でも
this is unforgivable.
許されないで
Because
す。僕は
I don't deserve to live like this.
僕が女の子で
How can I go on, knowing that me being a girl contributed to Mayuri-chan's death? Because being a girl is a bad thing.
これからそのことが重すぎて。
That's too heavy a burden for me to bear.
ねえ
Why? I know this is unfair.
どうしてあの時
Why didn't you send the mail to my mum's pager 18 years ago?
どうして
Why didn't you choose Mayuri-chan over me?
僕なんかを
Right before Mayuri-chan passed away, Okabe-san asked me if it was okay to turn me back into a boy. In exchange for agreeing to it, I asked him if I could at least spend a day together with him as a girl. But ultimately, Okabe-san decided not to turn me back into a boy. Oh shit! This is a continuation off of that ending. Fuck, I don't remember that ending! It's been too long. I can't remember. Didn't we just end up being a couple? I can't remember. I know for a fact that the reason he didn't send the message was because of me. So why am I saying this to him? I know it's wrong, but this burden is too heavy for me to carry by myself.
お前は何も負い目に感じることはない。全てをマユリを殺したのは俺なんだ。
A part of me is extremely relieved, even happy to hear those
俺が
words.
全て被る。
I mean, you know, they drew a few expressions and then just have that as how they look most of the time. But it's not enough to erase the guilt inside of me.
それにお前にも幸せになってほしい。
He says that, but
幸せになんて
happy? How can I possibly be
な
happy?
れるはずないじゃないですか。
I mean,
まゆりちゃんが死んだ
well, Mayuri-chan died because of me.
僕のせいでも
Because of this body of mine. And anyway, Okabe-san won't be happy either. Also, I must say, I love how like perfectly they got like the amount of facial hair someone at his age would have. It's 10 out of 10. Like if I had dark hair, I would just look like this. He looked straight at me, but I can't look back into his eyes. I'm not looking at anything. The twinkle that was there before is gone now. Okabe-san has to live with the burden of knowing that he abandoned Mayuri-chan. And it's all my fault. And, because I said that I wanted to be a girl, Mayuri-chan died, and Okabe-san has to shoulder that guilt forever. I can't even begin to imagine how painful that must be. But can I really keep telling him not to give up? No. I'm sure that's something I shouldn't do. Telling Okabe-san not to give up after all the horrific things he's seen and experienced. I can't keep saying that to him. I'd just be being selfish.
お前のせいじゃない。何度も言わせないで。
I get where he's coming from, but he probably just wants to put my mind at ease. Heck, I want to undo my own sins and be at ease. but I can't bring myself to make Okabe-san shoulder more pain just for my sake. So if that's the case, all that's left for me to do is...
今は悲しいかもしれないがお前には
そんなの
No, I don't want that.
そんなの嫌です
I cling to Okabe-san's chest.
僕
In that case, I want to help bear your burden together.
それなら
Then maybe this weight might become a little
背
lighter.
負いたいです
Okabe-san's too.
一緒に背負う俺は因果の輪から外れた人間だし
それなら
Then I'll disconnect myself from causality too.
僕の記憶の中
I regain my memories of being a guy, so doesn't that mean I'm already disconnected?
まゆりちゃんの命
I also know that I'm only a girl because Mayuri-chan paid for it with her life.
女として生きている僕たち
We're accomplices.
この悲
This
しみも
sadness, this guilt.
この負い目二人で
I want us both to embrace them so we don't forget.
抱いて生きた
The
い
weight of my sins will also become a little lighter. Okabe-san embraces me in his arms,
一緒に背負ってくれ
his gentle voice. It's so soft and fragile.
一緒にこの思いを忘れずに
I finally feel like I've been forgiven, even just a little. Forgiven for being a girl. That sin will never disappear. It's just too heavy for me to carry by myself. But if Okabe-san carries it with me... Wow, this is like the most misogynist storyline we've got. It's like, damn, being a girl is so sinful. It's my sin of being a woman. But if Okabe-san carries it with me, forever,
ずっと
can I stay by your
そば
side
にいて
forever?
もいい僕
I love you.
岡部
Damn, we're getting in
まゆ
deep.
りちゃんへの
I know I'm betraying Mayuri-chan, but I want to be with you forever. If he stays by my side.
もちろんだ
Hey, vamos! You know, Luka wins! Yeah, that's it. Those were the words I'd been waiting all this time to hear. I wanted someone to forgive me. And Okabe-san wanted the same thing as I did. He's the only one who can forgive me, and I him. And like that, we'll continue to lick each other's wounds. But if that's what it takes for the two of us to be forgiven... Boom, boyfriend acquired. Maybe, just maybe, that's okay. You know, I do like Luka, you know, if you know, Kurisu's my favourite, but you know, if not Kurisu, then honestly Luka would be my second choice for Okabe. And then I'd say probably Ferris. And then after that, it's like, you know, like Suzu as an option, but it's also just like, Suzu's kind of from the future and my best friend's child, and it's just a bit weird. And like, Moeka's a bitch, so fuck Moeka, sort of thing. I say move on to Maho next. Up the Maho. She deserves a shot in front of Mayuri. I just, I'm sorry, I'm not Team Mayuri. I'm the opposite end of Team Mayuri. Anyway, the two of us sit there together until the sky turns orange. Just feeling each other's warmth, all the while thinking about Mayuri-chan. I'm so sorry, Mayuri-chan. So sorry. At the end of it all, there was nothing I could do for you. Nothing. It's just not true though, is it? If only I could return to the past. The past. I've got a mail!
岡部さん
I have a brother? What's on my phone? I'm curious. That's a little space frog. Hey, Okabe-san. That's right.
僕まゆりちゃんに
There's one thing that I should have done for Mayuri-chan but
やり
didn't.
残したそのせいで
And because I didn't, I made her
まゆり
sad.
ちゃんに
やり残したこと
コスプレです
Cosplay. It's the cosplay arc! Mayuri-chan, lover of the cosplay that she was, always wanted me to give it a shot. She'd tell me how I'd definitely look good in cosplay. She used to say that by cosplaying as another character, another person, I might be able to find some self-confidence. She was always thinking of me. Even on that fateful day. I had given in and was supposed to go with Mayuri-chan to Komima. I ended up not keeping that promise. Normally I'd never get the chance to rectify that, but we have a way. I finally remembered. Can your time machine take me back to that day?
戻るって。お前が
Marty! We gotta go back! Back to the future! I firmly nod.
本気なのか。
I nod once again. Okabe-san looks like he's thinking for a moment, then slowly shakes his head back and forth.
危険すぎる。あれは俺以外には使う。
お願いします。
Please,
せめて最後に
at the very least, I want to see Mayuri-chan off with a smile,
僕、
because I wasn't able to do anything for her.
まゆりちゃんに何もしてあげられなかったから。
This is the only way I can atone. No. This is probably just for my own self-gratification. But it's better than doing nothing. For me and Okabe-san.
だがお前はああいう場所に来るオタクのことが。
確かに。
I'm a bit scared, but this is something I have to do.
それに。
Besides, I want to truly be the same as you,
本
Okabe-san.
当に同じ。その装置を。
If I use that device, I'll be completely disconnected from causality, won't I?
それで。
And then I could feel what you feel.
岡部さんと同じ気持ち。
We could share this guilt.
だから。
That's why.
無事に飛んだら俺に連絡を取るんだ。
はい。
Okay. Ultimately, Okabe-san relents. In front of us is the broken foam wave. It's hard to believe this thing is going to be able to send me back to the past, but apparently it only sends my memories. Okabe-san told me that it's basically the same concept as sending an email into the past, much easier to understand. The two things I have to be careful about is that in order for the time machine to activate, the large CRT in the Brawn Tube workshop downstairs must be turned on, and I can't go back more than 48 hours. I still don't really get how it all works, but I trust Okabe-san. I'm headed to the 15th, the morning of the day of Komima. Who knows what would happen if I arrived on the night before. As much as it pains me to admit it, I might freak out and end up not going. Today is the 20th. Since I can't go back more than 48 hours, I have to leap 3 times. Plus, the CRT is usually on between just before noon to about 8 PM. That means if I miss my window even once, 3 time leaps won't be enough. Okabe-san wants to limit the amount of jumps I have to make as much as possible. Which means time is of the essence. I won't be able to relax or ground myself once I arrive. Oh no, I'm starting to get nervous. Okabe-san was saying how he's never let anyone else time leap before. Is this going to work? What am I saying? I already made my choice, didn't I? I'm going to fulfill my promise to Mayuri-chan. Well, we know that Nai and Kurisu have leaped before. Those are the only other people off the top of my head that I know have leaped. And if I fail, I'll finally be at peace.
心配するな。脳が少し痛む。
Okay.
向こうについて決して取り乱すなよ。大丈夫。俺がついている。
Okabe-san's large hand gently caresses my cheek. My fear subsides a little.
じゃあ、
I'm going.
行きます。
Okabe-san presses the button on the microwave's timer and it slowly begins to move.
きっと。
I'll be sure to come back.
ああ、待っているぞ。
We're time traveling! Ha! As bolts of lightning fly across the room, I unconsciously pull back. While all of this is happening, my vision starts to go white and I can barely make out Okabe-san. I hate this. I thought it'd be okay, but I'm scared. Okabe-san! We're going back in time to Wednesday. He explodes. Oh no. Ah! Where am I? Who am I? My memories, my consciousness, my vision, they're all a scrambled mess. A terrible sound pierces my ears. Deep behind my eyes, in the center of my head, I feel a pain like I'm being stabbed with nails repeatedly. It feels like somebody's put my brain into a blender. It hurts, it itches, but in some strange way it also feels good. What's happening to me? What's going to happen to me? Grow to cock and balls? That is not how that should work. My ears are rattled by another sudden sound. This one ripples its way through my head like some kind of wave. My lungs fill up with air rapidly, as if I hadn't been breathing at all up until this very moment. I repeatedly take deep breaths. Eventually, I finally manage to regain my composure. I'm in front of Akihabara Station. The usual crowds of people surround me. I place my hands on my face, almost as if confirming I'm still me. It's okay. I'm me. I'm Urushibara Luka. Okabe-san told me that there was a chance of my memories becoming a jumbled mess. But fortunately, I only have a little nausea and a headache. It looks like I'm okay. Oh. With that settled, I finally look at my surroundings and notice people staring at me. Not terribly shocking, considering I was just grimacing in intense pain in front of them. Well... I tried to say something, anything, but instead ended up fleeing from the area. Akihabara's main street is exactly as I remember it. Did I actually travel 2 days into the past? That's right. I finally realized that I'm still holding my phone. Panicked, I checked the date. August 18th, 6:46 in the afternoon. When I was in the development room of the Future Gadget Laboratory, I remember seeing that it was the 20th. I mean, yes, my phone might be broken, but considering that I'm suddenly in front of Akihabara Station, despite previously being at the lab, I feel it's pretty likely that I successfully jumped through time. Which means I have to get moving. I have to get back to the lab and time leap an additional 2 days back. Just the thought of having to experience that pain again makes me want to back down, but if I look at it as a kind of punishment, I can deal with it. Filled with a sense of determination, I make my way towards the lab. A little farther down the street, I spot a familiar face. Oh, hi there. Oh, I got mail! Oh, who's messaging me? Father! God once said that none have ever gotten lost on a straight road. I spent so much time talking to so many different people, and yet I can't find the right words for something like this. It's frustrating anyway. I think it's okay to feel the way you are right now. Just remember that time solves all things. Right, what are my possible replies? Okay, I reply like that. This is probably the sort of response I'd want to send my dad. Hashida-san notices me at the same time I notice him, and he calls out to me in a quiet voice. Eh? Oh. I finally remember. The 18th is the day of Mayuri-chan's funeral. She passed away on the 15th. The funeral normally would have been held on the 16th, but because burying someone on Tomobiki is considered bad luck, it got pushed back. Come to think of it, Hashida-san wasn't there that day. And actually, I only now realize that I'm in my school uniform. I probably didn't notice because of my headache, but the areas around my eyelids are swollen too. It hurts quite a bit. It's probably from the non-stop crying over the last few days. I really did travel back to the 18th. Oh, Daru's definitely into femboys. Like 100%, there's no question about it. Hey! I call out to Hashida-san without thinking. Why? Why aren't you going, Hashida-san? It's Mayuri-chan's funeral, I mean. His eyes disappeared.
それは
Hashida-san lowers the brim of his hat, hiding his eyes.
言ったら本当だって認めなきゃいけなく
Oh.
お通夜なんて言ったら本当にマユシが死んだってことに言っとくけどさ僕はまだ
I'm gonna invent a time machine! Hashida-san.
だってあの直前までマユシは元気だったんだぜそれなのにいきなり死んじゃったなんて言われたってそんなの信
It
じ
just
られ
happens,
るわ
man.
けないだろ
Hashida-san was with Mayuri on the 15th at Komima. Tragedy struck on the way home. He was the one there when she passed away.
ルカシ知ってる物事は誰かだから僕が見ないうちはマユシ
I
は死な
mean-
ないんだよ
That's not true.
の中でマユシは死なないままでいられるんだよ
Things can happen without you observing them.
それ
If I remember correctly, that's...
量子力学今や中二病の必須知識みたいになってるけどさ
That's right. I remember Okabe's-san and Dad mentioning something similar. Quantum mechanics. At the time, I didn't have the slightest clue what any of it meant.
そうだルカシ言っとくけどオカリンのところに行っても無駄だよ
Hashida-san's voice feels especially cold. Huh? Pointless?
無駄無駄ずーっとラボにこもって呼びかけつうかさ今さらあんなショック受けたようなふりし
ふり
Act?
そうだよルカシはあの時いなかったから知らないだろうけどさ
Oof, poor
はっ
Okabe.
きり言って僕
I can't believe what I'm
オ
hearing.
カリン見損なってよ
I've never heard Hashida-san talk about Okabe-san like this.
あの日小見間の帰りいきなり
Even-
顔色一つ変えずに平然と
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's seen her dead like 500,000 times at this point. Hashida-san's tone intensifies.
涼しい顔してマユリは死んだって信じられないよ幼馴染だろそんな相手が急に倒れたっていうのにマユシが死んでもう帰ってこないって言っても分かってるってそう言ったんだ
You know, people grieve in their different ways. I mean, calm down, man. You're wrong, Hashida-san. That's not...
違う何が違うっていう
Well, okay, while you're yelling about that, I'm gonna read my dad's reply. Cool. Well,
僕オカリンはもっと口ではいつも中二病っぽいこと言ってるけど心の底のところでは人の気持ちとかそういうのそれがあんなひどすぎる
that's not it at all. Okabe's son. He's seen more horrors than anyone will ever know. He's been swallowed by all of the pain and suffering. I hold my tongue. Okabe's son hasn't told Hashida-san about any of that. And if he wanted to, he would have already. He would have told him about his repeated attempts to save Mayuri-chan. He would have told him about the pain and sadness that he had experienced over and over again. But Okabe's son didn't tell him. He knew that Hashida-san would react like this, and yet he still didn't explain himself. Everyone might have understood if he just told them, but instead he's trying to shoulder that burden on his own. The burden of abandoning Mayuri-chan. He knew he was going to be faced with this sort of anger. This is what Okabe-san had meant when he said that the guilt was his to bear. And at the same time, this also shows how badly Okabe-san's heart had been chipped away by failing to save Mayuri-chan. I'm once again faced with Okabe-san's incredible resolve. The resolve to shoulder these sins by himself. After parting ways with Hashida-san, I finally arrived at the Future Gadget Laboratory. The first floor of the building is the Brawn Tube Workshop, a store run by a scary guy named Tanoji-san. In order to sleep through time, the large CRT TV in the back has to be on.
よかった
Good, the place is still open. I'm awash with relief when I notice the lights on in the shop. I look up at the window of the second floor. Okabe-san told me to go see him when I got there. I headed upstairs using the narrow staircase on the side of the building. The steel door to the lab makes a louder creaking noise than usual. It's still kind of dark inside and I can't sense anybody else in the room. I turn on the lights. I guess no one is here. No. In the back of the room. There. He's like a powered off robot. Where's the on switch? Okabe-san. Okabe-san's leaning against the sofa. For a moment I thought he was sleeping. That's how motionless he is. But that's not quite right. Okabe-san's eyes are wide open, just blankly staring at a single point in space. The dark circles under his eyes lead me to believe that he hasn't slept at all since the 15th. His beard has grown out and his cheeks look shriveled. I inadvertently swallow my own breath. Okabe-san is in a bad place. After everything that happened with Mayuri-chan, the first time I saw Okabe-san was just a few minutes ago, technically 2 days from now. He was in bad shape then, but nothing like this. I had heard that Okabe-san had closed himself off after Mayuri-chan's death, but all I did was hear. I never saw. I never saw how emaciated he had become. Okabe-san. I call out his name, but he shows no signs of responding. His eyes remain in place. I'm worried he's not even breathing. Considering I eventually see him 2 days from now, he'll probably be okay, but even then... As I inch closer, his low voice reaches my ears. He's so quiet that I can only just barely hear him. He's apologizing. He's apologizing over and over again. Okabe-san. Unable to watch any longer, I hold his head in my arms. But even then he keeps repeating his apology like some kind of sad broken record. I want to stay with him. I want to shoulder some of the guilt he's feeling. But if I stay here I won't be able to make Mayuri-chan's wish come true. Okabe-san, I need you to listen carefully. I slowly pull his head away from me and start filling him in on what's happened. I tell him that I'm from 2 days in the future, that I need to time leap further into the past so I can make Mayuri-chan's wish come true. But he's a fucking blank slate. Okabe-san doesn't have the power left in him to think. What should I do? He's the only one I can turn to right now. I don't have the time to sit here flustered. I have to leap 2 days into the past and then leap again back to the 15th. If I stick around any longer, even I am able to leap back 2 days. The shop downstairs will close. It'll force me to have to make an extra leap in order to get back to the morning of the 15th. What should I do? I have no clue how to operate the time machine by myself. I want to avoid telling Hashida-san if I can. Oh, that's right, there's one other person. Makise-san. I had heard that she played a huge role in building the time machine. She might be able to help me. No, I can't. I don't even know how to get in touch with her. Okabe-san probably knows, but I can't just look her number up without his... Now's not the time to be worried about that. Sorry, Okabe-san. I grabbed the phone near him. Damn, this music's hype. For talking to someone in a literal morning dress, this music is hype. Makise-san didn't take long to get here after I called her. I'm sorry for calling you so suddenly. It looks like Makise-san's feeling self-conscious about her brief relationship with Mayuri-chan. I'm sure Mayuri-chan would be happy if you went to her service, Makise-san. Of course. Actually, about that. Is it really okay for me to tell her? Okabe-san hasn't even told Hashida-san the truth. Maybe I shouldn't be the one to tell Makise-san. But there's something I need to tell you. Yes. The truth is, ultimately I end up telling Makase-san everything. I want to avoid wasting time, but more importantly I had the feeling that if Makase-san heard it all, she might be able to forgive us. That's how I felt. She doesn't look very forgiving.
話を整理させて、つまりあなたは2日後の未来から来ていて、さらに
Yeah,
タイムリープマシンを使って、はい、
yeah.
そう。
Makase-san goes quiet in thought. The fact that Okabe-san abandoned Mayuri-chan, the fact that the both of us decided to shoulder that gift together. She looks like she's not sure how to react to any of it. Okabe-san's not in the wrong. I know you might not believe me, but this all happened because I said I wanted to be a girl. Yes?
その件については、
Huh?
前に岡部から相談されたから。
Really?
あ、ごめんなさい。別に2人を責めてるわけじゃない。それが本当だとしたら。
I brace myself for what she's going to say next.
本当だとしても、私には。だって多分私には岡部やあなたの
Makase-san. I was right to tell her everything. It was the right move.
それじゃあ行きましょうか。
Huh?
戻らなきゃいけないんでしょ。高いの。
Oh, yeah. Just fucking kick him. See if you can just make him move. When we enter the lab, Makase-san sees Okabe-san staring into space, repeatedly apologizing. She casts a sad gaze on him. Okay.
本当は人体にどういう影響を与えるのかまだわからないから、なるべくは使いたくないんだけど。
Makase-san speaks as she quickly preps things.
でも、マユリの夢を叶えるために。
Makase-san.
漆原さん、私からもお願い。
When she turns around to look at me, her eyes are filled with tears.
それから16日に飛んだら迷わず渡す。
Huh?
多分2日前の岡部は今以上に参ってると。
That's right. When I get to the 16th, I'm going to have even less time to waste.
僕、
I think I finally understand.
分かったって何？岡部さんが。
The reason why Okabe-san chose you as his assistant. Sad case, it does. I mean, you know, lots of things in this game sound like special moves.
肝心な時にもっと頼ってくれるじゃない。
Makase-san?
ごめん、なんでもないわ。
Yes, I'm ready.
大丈夫です。
I straighten my body and place my hands over the gear on my head. Thinking about the pain I'm about to experience makes me nervous, but now's not the time for complaints.
それじゃあ行くわよ。
Yes! Makase-san's finger pushes the enter key. The phone wave starts to move and suddenly electricity is bouncing around the room. My vision goes white. And then... Whoa! Once again, my brain feels like it's being stabbed by countless pins, but eventually that pain fades. Compared to the last time, the sleep wasn't nearly as bad. Maybe I'm just used to it. I'm in a back alley somewhere near Akihabara. For a moment, I question why I'm here, but I still remember that on this particular day, I was headed to the Future Gadget Laboratory in the evening. If I don't turn back into a guy, Mayuri-chan will die. At this point, Okabe-san had already explained the situation to me. I remember it being unbelievable at the time. I had a feeling that Mayuri-chan would be at the lab, so I was headed there. I did end up going, but from the outside I could tell that there were no lights on. I left without going in. I left without realizing that Okabe-san was actually inside the whole time. After leaving the area, I recall just wanting to talk to someone, so I visited Ferris-san's cafe. But she wasn't in either. Nobody was around. I ended up going home and sitting by myself. Now I have 2 dicks. I remember being filled with self-hatred at the time, wondering what I was even doing. But now, thanks to that, I can get to the lab quickly. Thank you, me of the past. Oh, that's right. Gotta call Makise. I immediately start to dial Makise-san's number with a cell phone in my hand. Once. Twice. I eagerly wait for her to answer, but no matter how many times I call, I'm met with the dial tone. Makise-san didn't pick up. She might be ignoring the call since it's from an unknown number. If I could at least get through to her voicemail, I could tell her about the situation. What should I do? Makise-san's the only one I can turn to. I only have 15 minutes before the clock strikes 8. I can't afford to just sit here. I immediately head for the laboratory. Okabe-san! I call his name out as I rush through the door. Okabe-san might be willing to hear me out. I cling to this tiny thread of hope. Okabe-san? But reality can be a harsh mistress. He's there 2 days in the future! Just like when I saw him a few days into the future, Okabe-san is bluntly staring into space. The only difference is that he doesn't physically look nearly as bad off. I have to do something. Anything. I cling to him and beg for him to listen. Okabe-san, please. Listen to me. I want to go back to the past. I have to go back and see Mayuri-chan. You... He responded. Yeah, I want to go back to the past and grant Mayuri-chan's wish. I need your help to do that, Okabe-san. Okabe-san. After that, no matter how many times I called out to him, he just responded in the exact same way. It's almost 8 PM. I'm not going to be able to time leap within the day at this rate. The next time machine can be activated will be around noon tomorrow. 2 days from then will be around noon on the 15th. Mayuri-chan should still be alive. And even if I go back to that time, everyone will be at Komima. I wouldn't be able to activate the machine. And then once the evening comes, nobody's going to be in any condition to think about anything else. I'll end up having to wait until noon on the 16th. By that time, Okabe-san will be just like this. If I can't get in touch with Makise-san, I won't be able to make Mayuri-chan's wish come true. All this will have been for nothing. It will just keep looping endlessly. Okabe-san said it too. But he thought that if he could go back in time, he could fix anything. But reality isn't that simple. One cannot rebel against fate. If that's the case, I will forever be incapable of granting Mayuri-chan's tiny, innocent wish. That's just... At that very moment, I sensed movement outside of the room. A person? Who is it? Wait. I suddenly remember. It was when Okabe-san was telling me about how he tried to save Mayuri-chan over and over again. Oh right, yeah, 'cause when Mabel was like hitting her head against the pole. It's kind of what that's like, I guess. Just the severe depression she's in. Everything began when several armed men raided the lab. Those were his words. So wait, are the people outside? What should I do? If they're armed? Considering the state that Okabe-san's in, he won't be able to defend himself. It's not like I can do much for him either. These men could come charging in at any moment. But maybe this is for the best. Maybe this is our way of atoning. Huh? It's faint, but I can just barely make out the sounds of someone heading back down the stairs. If the person outside isn't one of the bad guys, then it's... Makise-san!
すいません。
Makise-san!
すいません。
Makise-san! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
いえ、まあ確かすみません。
So sorry. I knew it. It's Makase-san.
でもどうして私だ？それは
Well, you looked worried about Okabe-san earlier, so I figured maybe...
そっか。
Makase-san whispers to herself, a sad expression on her face.
そうだってあんなことになって
Even as she's talking, Makase-san is sadly looking at Okabe-san, sitting mindlessly against the couch. Crouch? The crouching couch.
一人でいるの。マキセさん。
Makase-san.
でも意外ね。あ、ごめんなさい。ほら、漆原さんだ。あなたのことだから。きっと。
Oh, of course I'm sad, but I've had more time to process this than all of you, so... I noticed the clock hanging on the wall. It's already 8:05.
時間？待って、さっきもって。まるでついさっき。マキセさん。
Makase-san, I need a huge favor from you. Please help me leap into the past.
僕過去ってもしかして。はい。
Yes.
ダメよ。あれはまだ。僕なら大丈夫。
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I managed to successfully jump earlier.
さっきもって。それじゃあ。
This is frustrating. I explained this exact scenario to Makase-san just a little while ago. Yet here I am having to do it again. The time we shared together remains with me, but it doesn't exist for her. I suddenly feel detached from the world. It's so lonely here. So very lonely. I feel like I'm the only one left. I never knew it would feel this lonely to not share time with another. And Okabe-san has gone through this multiple times in order to save my Yuri-chan. He's existed in this lonely world by himself, quietly struggling against fate.
漆原さん。
Huh?
うろたえるのは後。今は落ち着いて詳しい。
Oh.
大事な話なんでしょ。
Yes, I do. The truth is... I nod and begin to explain the situation to Makase-san. Perhaps because I've already explained it once before, things go quite smoothly by my standards. She asks a few questions, but soon appears to grasp the situation.
そう。岡部がしたことや、あなたの考えにいろいろ言いたいことはあるけど、残念ながら今はそれ
I
を言える
glance
時
at the
間は
clock.
ない。
It's already 8:10. Or because I was dragging my feet.
ほら、落ち込むのも後。まゆりの願いを叶えてあげるんでしょ。
Yes!
でも、まずいわね。
God damn it, no! I can hear Rona-san and his daughter talking outside.
やっぱり。漆原さん、あなたもう2回タイムリープマシンを使ってるのよね。
Yes! But all I did was put on those headphone things. The rest was...
そう。あとは数字を入れて、あのパソコンのエンターキーを押すだけ。セッティングは私がするから。
What? Me?
他に誰がいるの？でも。
But I mean... Ona-san's giant physique alone is enough to make me tremble in fear.
セッティングが終わったら私が変わるから。そしたらあなたはここへ戻って一人で昨日の朝へ飛ぶのよ。大丈夫。キーを一つ押せばいいだけよ。
By myself? But
まゆりの願いを叶えたいんでしょ？
I can see myself messing this up somehow. Alright, I'll do it.
それじゃあ頼んだわよ。
Makase-san says firmly before heading to the computer. Empowered by her words, I exit the lab. I descend the stairs and make my way to the front of the building, where Ona-san had just come out to close up the shop. I'm just in time. But it's still way too early to be relieved. Excuse me? Prompted by my voice, Onasan turns around, his hand still on the shutter. At my eye level, her giant pectorals and arms as large as barrels. Just that alone is enough to almost make me fall to my knees. How am I supposed to even stop him? So... Huh? His voice is unexpectedly gentle. Oh, yes. And then, his transparent blue eyes. I've never seen them up close before, but they look so much more kind than I had ever expected. I immediately know who he's referring to. You mean Mayuri-chan? Why? There's this sadness to his voice. It's almost as if he's crying. Oh shit! He hasn't told Nai yet? Oh dear. He is a hunk indeed. That's right. And before either of us had realized it, his daughter is poking her head out from inside of the shop. No, Nai doesn't know. Nai doesn't know. Oh no. She's never gonna see Mayuri again. The little girl named Nai obediently goes back into the shop. I can see her from here watching anime in front of the large CRT TV in the back. Your daughter is adorable. You're her father. There's nothing wrong with feeling that way. His blushing face is just as kind looking as I suspected. Huh? Ona-san. He's shut himself away. Tsunoji-san seems to recall something from his past as he says this. I don't know if he's thinking about Suzu or his wife, maybe both. Almost as if he's thinking of someone. Fate. If something truly can't be changed, then perhaps it really is fate. But if we have no way of pushing back against predetermined events, why are we even alive? Why? Just as I begin to drown in my own inescapable cyclone of thoughts, Makise-san's voice drags me right out. Then it's ready? Yes, I can.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
I mean, we're not going to be suffering for much long. Soon we'll be cosplaying. While Makise-san draws Ona-san's attention away from me, I head back to the lab. I immediately head straight into the development room and up to the phone wave. Okabe-san's still just as expressionless as before. Everything we've done has been invisible to him. My legs almost start shaking as I think about leaping to the past by myself. Makise-san has brought me this time. I have to do this. I place the headphones on and take a deep breath. Right, how am I gonna fuck this up? I bring my trembling finger close to the old looking computer. My finger comes down on the enter key. Time travel! $5:30 in the morning? That's quite a... I don't think I'll ever get used to this horrific pain. I check my surroundings and discover that I'm in bed. I was probably half asleep when I answered the phone, considering the upper one of my body is outside of my blanket. I checked the cell phone to confirm the time. It's 5:30 on the morning of the 15th. It's very sunny. I mean, I know it's. I guess it's August, but still, sunnier than I usually see my mornings. The morning of the 15th. That's what I'm feeling right now. Anyway, in the game. If that's true, then Mayuri-chan is still alive. That's because I was asleep until a moment ago and my head feels heavy. Mayuri-chan had mentioned that she planned on meeting up with Hashida-san the morning of Komima. She never specified the time, but she did say it'd be tough because it would be earlier than she gets up for school, which means worst case scenario, they're already at the venue. I hurriedly throw some clothes on and rush out of my room.
Oh yeah.
Dad's already brooming the floor of the shrine. Dad, good morning.
おはよう。どうしたんだい？こんな早くにどこかへ行くのかい？
Oh, I'm going to this thing called Komima.
コミマという。
何？コミマだって？
はい。
Yeah.
コミマか。気をつけなさい。
True, especially when Daru's about looking for his weird hentai games. What?
お父さん。
Dad?
どうかしたかい？
Could it be that he's...
それより大丈夫かい？時間。急いでいたんじゃないの？
そうだった。
Oh, that's right. I'm off.
行ってらっしゃい。暑さ対策はしっかりするんだよ。
Dad seems strangely familiar with Komima. Has he gone before? I climb up the flight of stairs for the nth time in the last few hours and stop in front of the door. I can sense somebody inside. I hear a voice. A girl's voice. So warm and soft. So beautiful. A girl's voice. This voice belongs to. This voice belongs to. Mayuri's alive! Yay! I'd never mistake it. Mayuri-chan. It's really... Mayuri-chan. It's you. Mayuri-chan. 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 It's really her. She's moving, speaking, smiling. There's no doubt about it. Mayuri-chan is alive. Mayuri-chan! I can't help but hug her tightly. I'm scared that she might disappear if I didn't. But... Mayuri-chan. The alpaca helmet. True. She's not real. She's not real. She's right here. She's so warm. No, that's not it. It's just...
コンビニの冷凍ドリンクもうちょっとで売り切れるところだったの。朝から寄りたい。
Of course Daru ruins the fucking moment. Ah. Okabe-san.
二人とも僕たちのことは気にせず。あれどうしたみんな。もしかして僕空気読めてない？
それじゃあオカリンがひどいこと。
だから違うと言っているだろう。
ルカちゃん、本当？
Yeah.
そっか、
Apparently, Okabe-san had gone shopping with Hashida-san to prepare for Komima. He was clearly surprised to see me here when he got back. And thanks to their sudden appearance, I've been able to hold back my emotions. Okabe-san seems less energetic than usual. Of course he is. Right now he's probably tearing himself apart inside. He's worried about whether he made the right decision or not. Okabe. Huh? That's right. I have something more important that I have to take care of. Well, about that. About that, I was thinking of maybe giving it a try. Damn, she doesn't believe the words I spoke. Huh? Did you hear what I said? I want to give it a try. They're not listening to me. Maybe I'm the one that's not real. Maybe they're all wearing the Alpaca Man helmet. I said that I wanted to try cosplaying. Yeah. It's okay. I want to do it. For Mayuri-chan. Mayuri-chan. I'm sure she does. See, she's a demon. Mayuri-chan. She looks so happy. If my cosplaying really means this much to her, I should have done this ages ago. My embarrassment is nothing in the face of such a bright, warm smile. I once again managed to hold myself back from bursting into tears. Yeah? Yesterday. You must be talking about when he asked me if I remember being a guy. No, I'm the one who should apologize. It takes me a moment to realize he's talking about cosplaying. Yeah, I want to do this. Okabe-san. He knows. He knows that today Mayuri-chan will die. He's had this reality driven into him time and time again. It's unavoidable. I wonder what Okabe-san's feeling right now. I've got a mail! From Dad. What? What is he on about? Yeah, I want clarification on what you know what is. I can't lie. An unbelievable number of people surround Tokyo Big Sight. Amazing. My legs nearly give out after seeing the immense crowds. Huh? it's just my first time, so I'm a little nervous.
ルカ氏、今のことがもう一回できればすがるい。
Eh?
予算か変態め。
This time around, Okabe-san's here too.
ダル君は一緒に行かないんだよね。
初日は企業ブースから攻めるに決まってるだろ。だからコスプレ広場に行くのは昼過ぎになる。
That is typical fashion of Daru.
俺は特に目的もないからな。お前。
そんなこと言って本当はルカちゃんのコス
別に。
Sure it's not. I mean, you didn't come here when I didn't come too. Just saying.
プラブラブだね。
It's really not like that. Okabe-san just wants to spend as much time with Mayuri-chan as he can. This is his last chance. But
よかったねルカちゃん。
yeah.
それじゃあマユシーたちはふぶきちゃんや楓ちゃんと合流して、あ、
Ah,
ほら行くよルカちゃん。待ってマユリちゃん。
Mayuri-chan, wait up. But is this really true?
あ、おっかり
なあ。さすがに更衣室まではついていけんからな。
I got a response.
ちゃんのこと気になる？気になる？
Yeah, I think that's a bit sus, father.
まあコスプレ一つであのルカ子がどう変わるのかという。
Yeah, well, you know, prepare to be amazed.
相変わらずオカリンは素直じゃないのです。
Mayuri-chan?
ほらほらルカちゃんも。
What am I even cosplaying as? Okay.
それではお待ちかねルカちゃんの登場です。じゃじゃーん。見て見てオカリン、ルカちゃんのキラリちゃんコスだよ。
Kiruri. I don't remember who that is. I can't lie. That's not the like woman covered in blood, is it? I imagine it's someone somewhere in the depths of wallpaper. Where is it in here? Wallpaper. Maybe it's labeled Kiruri. That would really help. Right, so it's not that. That's Nurakia Ice. That's Sierra. It's not her. That's FVS. It's not her. Erin, it's not there. Who the fuck is Kiruri? We'll never know.
ねマユシーが思った通りルカ
I mean, do we get to see it? She's a Ghostbuster.
ルカちゃんオカリンたらそんなこと。
I'm sure that's not. Spending time with Mayuri-chan like this, it all seems so surreal to me that she's actually dying. I'd hope that maybe by leaping back into the past and going to Kalima I could change something. Maybe this world line or whatever it is would change and she wouldn't have to die. Maybe that's actually happening. I mean, she looks so energetic and full of life right now. She's talking and laughing up a storm. The future probably did change. There's no doubt about it. Oh no, you shouldn't start hoping for things like that. Huh?
写真撮ってもいいですか？
And so it begins. Oh, I'm gonna be famous within the next like 10 minutes. Stranger suddenly approaches me.
写真
Of me?
そうだよルカちゃんのコス姿が可愛いから。
Do we not get to see Luka's cosplay? But I...
じゃあポーズお願いします。
A pose?
なんでもいいんだよ可愛い。
But...
でも
But...
大丈夫マユシーがついてるからマユリちゃん
Mayuri-chan.
ね自信を持って。
Normally if some stranger came talking to me, I'd just run away scared. But right now, the faint possibility that the future might have changed just got me in higher spirits than usual. And perhaps more importantly, Mayuri-chan is right here with me. She's cheering me up, supporting me. Mayuri-chan is... that's why how's this? I'm able to be a little more courageous, a little more daring. Really? But that confidence only lasts for a little while. Okay. Around noon, more people arrive at the cosplay square, which means more people asking for my photo. As the crowds grow larger, so too does my anxiety. I suddenly recall the time when I first met Okabe-san. I was surrounded by a bunch of men with cameras in the middle of Akihabara. No, that's not quite right. I first met Okabe-san when Mayuri-chan introduced me to him. These memories there, from the previous me. Memories of the world where I was a guy. I thought it was the same origin story in both world lines. I guess it's different here. Considering I'm a girl now, it's weird that I'm feeling this kind of fear in the first place. Thinking about this is making me feel strange. To be honest, I want to run as far away from here as fast as I can. But Mayuri-chan's having so much fun watching me get pictures taken. And then there's Okabe-san, watching her smile. I couldn't possibly run away right now. Do we never get to see the cosplay? That's just rude. More and more people continue to take photos of me. Among them are people who even hand me business cards, talking about computer web pages and magazine names and the like. To be honest, I'm barely able to keep up with them. The one thing I do know is that Mayuri-chan is watching to the very end, smiling the whole time. By the time we leave Tokyo Big Sight, the sun had already set and the stars had made their way into the sky. Yeah. Just a little. I mean, she's gonna die in a second. Who knows? She's been gunned down before. She's been hit by cars, trains. She's had heart attacks. She's been drowned. She's been forced through black holes. Anything's possible. No, it's fine. I'm the one that volunteered to do it. The more time passes, the more Okabe-san's expression seems to darken. But I can't tell her that's not really the issue. Our time limit is approaching. Okabe-san is probably doing his best to deal with this insane pressure. But... it wasn't as bad as I thought. That's... So am I. I'm just glad that you're happy. But maybe, just maybe,
そっか。だったらマユシーはもっと。え？
huh?
マユシーはね、ルカちゃんやオカリン、マユリちゃん。
Mayuri-chan.
あ、ダルくんだ。
Maybe the future.
ダルくん。
Oh, hang on, I've got mail real quick. From my big sis. Yeah. Everyone wants me to cosplay.
悪い悪い。いやー、戦利品の確認に手間取って
Wonder what he got. In Space of Markiplier style. What, as in her death is in Space of Markiplier style, or my phone screen?
ダルくんったら。
Oh, hi Lexi. You've walked on death. You're about to see lots of death. You guys are emo, right? You like death. You're gonna love this.
それがさ、待機列が思ってた以上に長く。
ルカちゃんすごかったんだよ。すっごく可愛くていい。
マジで？そんなすごかったん？
Oh, sorry. You can't get goth and emo confused. South Park's taught me that. If you get those confused, wars will be fought. The future must have changed.
あの姿を見られなかったのは人生の半分損してるとマユシーは思うな。
Damn, Dara, I can't believe you.
じゃあ半分とか損しすぎだろ。
あ、でもルカちゃんが明日もコミマに来てくれるなら。
Something tells me Dara won't be quite in the mood tomorrow.
お、ルカシー、明日も来れるん？
I mean, I can make it, but I really don't think you'll want me to be there. You won't really want to be there. You'll be a bit too sad and depressed. Things will just continue as always. Nothing will happen.
ねえねえ、ルカちゃん、明日は。
No! It's happening! Mayuri-chan's smile freezes in place. The carrying case in her hands drops to the ground. What is she having? Like a heart attack? Or tomorrow? The future?
マユリちゃん。
Mayuri-chan? Mayuri-chan slowly raises her hand. She don't look too good! Almost as if she's trying to grab space itself. Her earlier smile disappears, replaced with a pain expression. And slowly, as if time is slowed to a halt. His eye, Abraham Lincoln. No! It's a female Abraham Lincoln. Mayuri-chan collapses to the ground. Everything happens so suddenly. All we can do is watch.
マユシ？
Hashida-san's voice sounds so distant. The suspicious stares at the passerby. I wasn't expecting that. That caught me off guard. I forgot we had that sound alert as well. That really caught me off guard. The suspicious stares of the passerby coldly pierce us. My heartbeat accelerates. The sound of the blood flowing through my veins is so loud that it feels like my eardrums are going to burst. Mayuri-chan doesn't move. Not even a little.
マユシ、どうしたんだよ？
Hashida-san runs to her. Okabe-san is... He simply watches things unfold, his expression unchanged. Hashida-san holds Mayuri-chan up in his arms. He slaps her cheeks, calling out her name over and over again. But Mayuri-chan still doesn't move. Mouth to mouth! Somebody! Somebody sue CPR! Like, what kills you that quickly? Like, if you have a heart attack, doesn't it take a while? Like, what just, like, insta-killed her? I don't understand. I've never, like, what, like, disease, like, what gives you chest pains and then insta-kills? Surely a heart attack doesn't kill you that quickly, right? Yeah, no shit. A heart attack. I already know this. Oh, I guess, alright, heart attacks do kill that quickly. Never mind. Shows what I fucking know. That's right. I knew all along. The future hadn't changed. My coming back in time was never going to be enough to change things. Mayuri-chan. I remember the sight of her cold body. The sight of her calm face from within the cypress coffin. Mayuri-chan surrounded by flowers. Her cold skin. The white shelf. The picture of her smiling. The black picture frame. The smell of the incense. The weeping voices. The black vehicle driving away. The rising smoke. The small box. Usually mid-conversation heart attack, that's crazy. Imagine if someone just jumped up out of their bushes like, you just got pranked! That would just be so cruel. That's right. It's a prank, but they actually killed Mayuri. We killed your friend as a joke! Wow, don't you feel like an imbecile right now? You thought they died of natural causes, but we actually put rat poison in their coffee. Oh, we merry pranksters. I knew it all along. I knew, but I wasn't there when it happened. Seeing it with my own two eyes, nothing feels real. I don't think the ambulance is going to help. What's the point? But even if it doesn't feel real, the despair does. I couldn't do anything to save her. All I could do was watch.
How about you cease this bitch crying?
I mean, we're not really crying yet. No one's meant... Daru's panicking. The two of us are kind of just sitting and staring. There's not much bitch crying going on. The ambulance eventually arrives, and while the medics do their best to try and revive her, in the end, nothing changes. Mayuri-chan is dead. I'd love if that's just where it cut to the end. It's just like, well, you beat the chapter! Congratulations! Everything broke down into chaos after that, just like it had before. I guess I'm used to it at this point. Of course I'm sad, but the saddest thing of all is that eventually I'm going to grow used to it all. Before this all went down, I had only heard what had happened to Mayuri-chan. I didn't see it myself. So what I saw at that precise moment was shocking, horrifying even. When I close my eyes, I can see her surprised face with such clarity, her hands reaching for space. And yet even then, the time between the wake and the funeral felt like seconds. I guess humans are creatures that eventually get used to things they repeatedly experience. Even the fun things. The fun of the experience fades after the second and third time. This goes for sad and painful things too. If anything, maybe it's easier to get used to those negative experiences. I don't think it's something we have control over. It is just how humans manage to maintain their mental balance. I get it, but even if it is something we have no control over, I don't think it's a good thing. Maybe this is what Okabe-san was so scared of all along. By experiencing Mayuri-chan's death over and over again, his mental health reaches a breaking point. And eventually he doesn't feel anything seeing his friend die. His heart just dies. I think Okabe-san wasn't able to deal with that. I mean, when Mayuri-chan passed away, Okabe-san barely even moved his shoulders. He just kept staring at what was happening in front of him.
You're a failure.
Well, we haven't finished yet. Maybe we haven't failed. We succeeded in our mission. Our mission was to make her happy before she died. And she was pretty happy before she died. So I'd call that mission success. Thank you very much. Actually, why don't you take your failure and shove it up your arse? And hi, Mr. Bump. ignore the insults I was just yelling at Bradley. Hi, how was Fortnite? Imagine playing Fortnite. How was Fortnite? I hope Fortnite was good. Thanks for rating. It's appreciated. This is our first Mr. Bump raid. It's crazy. I hope you won. You better have won all the Fortnite games. I believe in your ability to have won all the Fortnite games. If you haven't, I'm gonna be very sad. You can have a very. You won one. That's good enough. Winning one is good enough. You get my applause for that. You suck. You know, it's Fortnite. You're playing against like 7-year-olds. You have to suck just to give them a chance. Honestly. Anyway. Do we read this one? I'll read it again anyway. He just kept staring at what was happening in front of him. He was objectively observing the event. I'm sure he was probably sad deep down. He was in all kinds of pain. You're playing with an immature 21-year-old? What makes him immature? Why was he immature? Even now, I bet Okabe-san is at the lab, unmoving. That's not because of the shock of her death, it's because of the guilt he has from abandoning Mayuri-chan. Or at least that's how I see it. His heart must be worn out. My dad once told me something. Death comes for us all. I just think of the death from South Park that like chases Kenny on a fucking bike. What do you mean? Hello, Gabriel. Or Gabrielle. I think you know, without the double L, I'd say it's Gabriel as a guess. I hope you're enjoying your cookie. Your cookie looks nice. He was very angry. Was he the sort of person that if he felt that he got killed unfairly, he'd punch a hole through his monitor? You know, those clips are quite funny. I do enjoy watching people punch holes through their monitor and laughing at being like, ha ha, I'm not stupid enough to do that. Fate. Great, a road to death.
Oh my god, you killed Mayuri-san. You bastard.
Well, you spelt bastard wrong. Oh my god, you killed Mayuri. You bastard! Where's the South Park edit? Oh, that works as well, 'cause she dies so often. And oh, that works on so many levels actually. Where's the Mayuri Kenny edit? There's got to be. That has to exist. I'm looking that up later. That has to exist. Mayuri South Park edit. Because it is the same. Because she keeps coming back to life through time travel and dying again. I think that was when my cat passed away. No, not a cat. No, the poor kitty. You know what? 07's to the cat. You know, who cares if Mayuri dies? But 07's to the cat. Respects for the cat. Poor cat. When I was little, there was a cat that made a home under the eaves of the shrine. My mom warned me not to feed it because it became dependent, but even then I still snuck in milk and fish. One day, the cat died. 07. Is James coming on later? No, I don't think so. He said he was going to football, if you remember. I can't remember what game he's watching, but he did say he was going to go watch that. Yes, football. You missed Minecraft with him? Oh, Minecraft will be coming back at some point. We're just taking advantage of playing Smash while we still can. Arsenal versus Luton? Who gives a fuck about Luton? Just when I started to wonder why I hadn't seen him in a while, I saw him lifeless under the eaves, his body covered in scars. Maybe he fought a dog or another cat. That's when my dad talked to me, tears streaming down my cheeks. I didn't understand what he meant at the time, but now I do. Everyone eventually has a run-in with death. See, now I'm just thinking of Puss in Boots, a run-in with death, the fucking wolf guy with his scythes. That's why us humans value what we have in the now. Where's Jimmy? Being 16:02 and he needs to get the train. He's probably on his... No, he's not getting the train. I made that up. He's probably in the car on his way to wherever the match is. I assume somewhere in London. But what do we do if we found out the time of our deaths was predetermined? Okabe-san once said something to me. No matter how many times he tried to save Mayuri-chan, it was hopeless. One time she got shot. Another time she was run over by a car. Another time struck by a train. Another time killed by a sudden sickness. He told me that Mayuri-chan's death was always waiting for her just around the corner. But if fate is predetermined, then... I kind of want all these things to happen at once, you know, they're all happening individually. Where's the Super Mayuri death, where just seven things kill her at once? That would look so cool. Just hits by a train, into a car, as she gets shot, and vomits, like another bola or something. But if fate is predetermined, then... I look up after hearing the sound of footsteps.
Luka.
My dad is looking down at me with his knowing eyes. Dad. My dad is ugly as fuck. Like, he just kind of looks greasy, I don't know. Dad, I just don't get it. I hit my dad with all the doubts in my mind, hoping he has the answers. You're going on a bike ride? Enjoy! I hope you have a nice bike ride. Miguel O'Hara? Who the fuck is that? A long time ago, you told me that all living things eventually face death. Then, are our deaths predetermined by fate? I don't know. Hence why I'm asking you the question, you dumb fuck. But if things are predetermined, if dying before the age of 20 is something decided from the moment you're born, then why are we even alive? From Spider-Verse? Oh, Miguel. See, I don't think, they really needed to just give him a unique name, because Miguel is just a regular guy's name. This is just a regular name, and he's not memorable enough. He's not really the greatest villain to ever exist in the Marvel series, you know. Why
are we still here? Just to suffer?
If Thanos was called Tim Smith. You'd remember the name Tim Smith, because Tim Smith fucking killed half the Avengers, you know? It doesn't matter what Thanos is called, you remember his name. But fucking Miguel, what does he do? He's ooh, chase Spider-Man down. Ooh, your fucking dad's gonna die because fate, yawn, boring villain, his personality is being Spanish. You're not gonna remember him. They really just needed to give him a cool name to actually make him memorable. Anyway, why are we still alive? On that day, I hopelessly watched Mayuri-chan die. I couldn't do anything. I willingly disconnected myself from causality so I could make her wish come true. I leapt through time, something nobody should be able to do. I just wanted to make Mayuri-chan's wish come true. Dad probably has no clue what I'm talking about. He's depressed and racist. Gotta love it. I'm completely incoherent right now, just saying whatever comes to mind. But even then, I can't hold myself back. I just wanted to grant her wish. And I thought I did. I mean, at the time. She looks pretty happy. When I cosplayed for her, she was so happy. Her smile was so warm and grateful. But is that really what Mayuri-chan wanted? Sure, she was smiling, but what if her true wish was something else? Why did Mayuri-chan want me to cosplay in the first place? Maybe, just maybe, she wanted me to smile and laugh. Maybe she wanted to help me gain some self-confidence. She knew how shy I could be. She wanted me to be confident and smile from the bottom of my heart. Maybe that's why she kept trying to push me to cosplay. What's happening in the life of Belgarath? Well. Tuesday, practically nothing happened. But today because I went to bed at 2 PM Tuesday and woke up at 9 PM, so I've been up since 9 PM yesterday. So I was watching a bit of charity stream, and then had breakfast. I went to go get Weetabix because I was like, you know what, I'll have a good healthy breakfast this morning. I'm gonna have Weetabix and raisins, and I get it all ready. I'm like, right, time to make myself some Weetabix. Look in the fucking fridge, no milk. Also high-written. Yeah, well, there was no milk in the fridge, and I was like, great. The one time I choose to be healthy, and there's no fucking milk for my Weetabix. So I end up having half a Nutella jar on 2 crumpets, because that was my entire alternative for breakfast. And then I came up, I did a stream. You all saw me stream. It's excellent. You came to the beginning of my stream, and then you went to bed. And whilst you were sleeping, having your nice sleeping dreams, I kept streaming. Then when I stopped streaming, it was time to go to the dentist. I went to the dentist. Like, we were in and out of the dentist in like 15, 20 minutes. Half a Nutella on crumpets sounds illegal, but you know. Tasted good, I can tell you that. But yeah, we were around like 20 minutes, really quick. Like, we were barely waiting at all. And like the checkup that I had was so quick. She literally just like looked in my mouth and was like, yeah, you're good. Maybe like grind your teeth less, but apart from that, you're good. She pat me on my way. Then we had a McDonald's. Unfortunately, we went through drive-through, and I'm like too socially awkward to ask the woman to take the fucking onion sauce off of my what's it called, the McCrispy Deluxe. So it was kind of a mid McCrispy Deluxe, but it was still tasty. It's still a nice meal. Then we went shopping. I helped my dad shop. We bought a load of shit. Spent about £111 on food for the week, so the lack of money is very sad. Now I'm back here streaming with you guys. And that's my life right now. There we go. No, it wasn't just me. Mayuri-chan just wanted everybody to be happy. She was always me, Hashida-san, Makase-san, Ferris-san, the owner of the shop downstairs, and Okabe-san. She wanted all of us to laugh and smile. For everyone to smile. That was what Mayuri-chan really wanted. And she included herself in that. That was probably her true wish, but at this rate... Hey, Dad, I have a question. What happens to people when they die? What waits for them after death? Is he going to give me a different answer than before? Dad, who had quietly listened to my rant this entire time, responds in a calm voice. Okay, he didn't change his answer. The Ghostbusters. This guy looks like he could be like Egon, Egon just before he died. Looks like it could be Egon just before he died. He gives off Egon vibes. I've heard this time and time again, ever since I was a kid.
だがもちろんそうじゃない考え方もある。
そうじゃない。
What do you mean?
そう例えばカトリックで
Oh,
は
Catholics, let's talk about Catholicism.
人は天国と地獄に振り分けられ、また仏教では
Buddhism.
人は死ぬと生まれ変わる、あるいは生前の業に従って
Lots of heaven and hell seems things we get here.
がどうなるのかは世界中に
So basically, Luka, I've told you something and it might be absolute bullshit.
だけどね、一つ言えるのはそれはすべて私たち。いいかい、ルカ。死んだ人に対して生きている人間が行うことは
What?
死んだ後の魂が迷わないように成仏できるようにそう思って人は
Ghostbusters anime?
死者を弔
I'm
う。
sure you can find, I'm sure someone's done little Ghostbusters anime or somewhere on YouTube.
でもね、結局死んだ先に世界なんてないんだよ。
Great, Mr. Debbie Downer over here.
どんなに豪華な総裁も葬儀もすべては生きている人間の心
Rose shattering his child's, like, view of the world right now.
死んだ人は何も思わない。もう何も考えることはできない。死んでしまった
Bro's gonna give poor Luka an existential crisis. An end.
そうだけどそう思ってだから人は死んだ後にも世界があるとそう考えるんだなんて神主であると
Yeah, this guy's literally a freak and he's like, hey, there is no afterlife. I've been bullshitting people for years. Bro, Luka's just had a reality shattered.
あくまでも父さんの意見だ。だがね、ルカ。考えることは大切なことだ。
Yeah.
お友達が亡くなって今は辛いだろう。
Ah,
でも
I became a snake.
自分で考えてみる
A
のも
Pokemon Ghostbusters crossover thing. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I kind of want to see a Slimer Muck. Muck looks quite a bit like Slimer. I feel like they'd fit. Or a Grimer. I mean, they're basically the same Pokemon. Just one's grimier than the other. Yeah. Dad nods, and after gently placing his hand on my head, he leaves the shrine. Was anyone actually really listening to what her dad just said? I mean, like, he was kind of just monologuing, I can't lie. Wasn't paying much attention to what he said. Going blah blah blah, the afterlife's not real, blah blah blah. I noticed that he grabbed some luggage before leaving. He must have went out of his way to spend time with me, even though he's busy. Their world comes to an end. But then, what happens to Mayuri-chan's wish? If it's true that someone's world ends when they die, we'd never be able to grant our wish. If that's true, what was the point in becoming disconnected from causality? What's the point in jumping into the past? I don't want to hurt anybody else, that's what Okabe-san said. He told me that he didn't want to sacrifice anyone else's memories and feelings. Okabe-san's a kind person, so he doesn't want to see anybody else suffer because of his ego. You know what, I think Ghostbusters 2016 is the most canon Ghostbusters, honestly. I mean, you know, it's got Chris Hemsworth in it, therefore it's the most canon ever, obviously. Chris Hemsworth makes everything canon. What should you have for tea?
How dare you?
I'm assuming that you eat healthily. I'm gonna what? I know you guys like your Subways. And since I had McDonald's today, I feel like I can't lecture anyone on healthy eating. So I'm gonna recommend a Subway. I know exactly how he feels. But then what about Mayuri-chan's memories? Her feelings? She treasured our smiles more than anything else in the world. Where are those feelings supposed to go? I know I don't have the right to say something like this. I too changed the world for my own ego. Because I wanted this body, I let Mayuri-chan die. But even then, I can't stop thinking. I need to figure out what I can do now. You're gonna have to be a boy again. Like, do you really need to be a girl this badly? I grab Samadari and stand up. Saishin Zanma style. It cuts across all doubts and destroys evil. The evil within. Are we back to misogyny? Are we gonna be calling... Are we saying that being a woman is evil again? Is that what we're back to? Huh! Just as Okabe-san taught me, I sink into a front-facing stance. I lift Samadari above my head and swing it straight down in front of me. Alright, Lexi needs the lore of this. Alright, so the lore of this is that I was a boy who didn't like being a boy. I wanted because I was in love with a man, and the man I was in love with is as far as we know, a heterosexual. So I was like, well, I don't want to be a boy. I want to be a girl. I was kind of a feminine boy anyway. You know, people kept thinking I was a girl because I kind of looked a bit like a girl. Not really through like my choice. It's just how I looked, unfortunately. So I was like, I want to be a girl, and then we found out that using time travel somehow we could change my gender. So we did that. We changed my gender, and I am now a woman. However, in changing my gender, my best friend now dies, and I'm trying to decide whether it's worth letting my best friend die to stay being a woman. And I also keep referring to being a woman as sin because of this. Anyway, 1. In order to swing away my doubts. 2. Strangely enough, while each swing of Samadari, I feel like all the doubt in my heart begins to clear, little by little. 3. 4. 5. Yes. At the end of the day, the path that Okabe-san chose was egotistical. He couldn't stand his own mind being chipped away at. He wanted to be at peace. And I'm just as egotistical for accepting his feelings. 11. 12. The sins Okabe-san committed. The sins I committed. All we're trying to do is make them a little lighter by shouldering them together. This is probably a bad thing. No. A wrong thing. Plus. 18! If we continue down this path, Okabe-san will never smile again. No matter how much time passes, he'll never be able to truly smile. Oh, worthy sacrifice. Damn. And it's not just him. Lexi, if you could just become a woman through time travel, like easily, which friend would you sacrifice? If you could just get a free, easy sex change, what friend would you sacrifice? Bradley or Vicky? And it's not just him. I'm the same. Makase-san too. Not a single one of us will ever be able to smile from the bottoms of our heart ever again. Not with Mayuri-chan dead. 20! There's a massive hole inside of Okabe-san's heart. One that I can't fill by myself. I can never take Mayuri-chan's place. You'd flip a coin! Well, you know, at least you're saying they're of equal value. I mean, you haven't said it would be a fair coin. You could weight the coin. You haven't said you wouldn't weight the coin. But, you know, you're at least giving them the illusion that it's a fair choice. That they're evenly spaced. I can never take Mayuri-chan's place. I said that I'd make her wish come true. I even leapt into the past to make it happen. Vicky's only half a person. So take both of you out is what you're saying, Bradley. But I haven't actually done that yet. I mean, nobody's smiling. 24! Nobody wanted this world. I never wanted to see this world. Nobody did. Hashida-san once said something. The world only comes into existence once someone observes it. There's no such thing as an unobserved world. It just remains unknown. I don't really get what that means, but if nobody wants to see the world that we're in right now... 29! Are we gonna make 30? Are we actually gonna make 30? We're not gonna be a failure this time? Then that probably means this isn't the real world. 30! Damn, you know what? The Japanese voice actor's outdoing me right now. How am I letting this happen? So it swaps twice? Or maybe it just discovers a whole new gender that we didn't know. There's actually just a completely separate, like, undiscovered gender. Like how we didn't know that like UV and infrared existed until because we can't see those colors, so we had to like scientifically discover them. Mega Woman. You just have Mega Woman and Inframan. Ultra Woman and Inframan. That's undiscovered genders. This world was never meant to be. No, I personally identify as Inframan now. And I hope that you will respect that. That I identify as Inframan. Inframale. I look up after hearing footsteps. Okabe, of course it's Okabe. Okabe-san. For a time we both sit in the corner of the shrine, silent. Alpaca Man! Of course. Alpaca Man is definitely an Inframan. When I peek over at Okabe-san's face, he's looking a little better than he was when I last saw him here. I've got mail! From Mom. Ha! Well, we get 3 choices. Oh yeah, you know, my mom's giving me good choice at dinners at least. Ha! Well, I know the answer to that one. That is for the law. Yeah, it's a boring one. No, we'll go with this one. We'll go with the law-based one. I want to see what she says. Yes? A yogurt mail? Or yogurt mail, it's the British way. I haven't done anything to deserve thanks. Oh, yawn. I mean, I am amazing, it's true. I thought as much. I figured the reason that Okabe-san looks better in this world line is because I granted Mayuri-chan's wish. Or at least he thinks I did. Especially after seeing her smile up until the very end. I mean, that's the whole reason why I used the time leap machine so many times. I should be happy about that too. I should have been happy. But... It's nothing. You just accepted it. Why is it this pain inside my chest won't stop? No, I already know the answer. It's because I'm running away. I want to grant Mayuri-chan's wish no matter how big or small. Heck, it was our wish too. This was our way of asking for forgiveness, in order to lighten the burden of guilt, to try and rid ourselves of these feelings of regret from abandoning Mayuri-chan. But here we are. And I can't help but think that this isn't how things are supposed to be. An evolved soy boy. Step up from Sigma male. You meow. I've never heard of you meow, I've got to be honest. Regardless of whether or not we granted a wish, or if she was smiling in the end, the fact remains that Mayuri-chan is dead. The end result is still the same. I refuse to believe that she wanted to die. I know she didn't. So nothing really changed. All we did was take some of the weight off of our own shoulders. This is for Mayuri-chan. This is for her happiness. We kept telling ourselves that, but at the end of the day, we were just doing this to try and find forgiveness. Get a no regrets tattoo. I think back on Dad's words.
いいかい、ルカ。死んだ人に対して生きている人間が行うことは、すべて生きている。死んだ人は何も思わない。もう何も考えることは。
How do you time travel to gender change? Well, apparently the gender of a baby is solely dependent on what vegetables the female eats during pregnancy, which, you know, everyone, like, we're scientists in this game. Like, the main character in this game is a scientist, and you'd have thought he'd have done basic biology and learned that the Y chromosome decides the gender of a baby. So how on earth texting Luka's mother back in the whatever fucking year Luka's mother got pregnant to eat vegetables changed what chromosome she got from the male? I have no idea. How eating vegetables changed a Y chromosome into an X chromosome? I don't know, but apparently it did.
死んでしまった時点で、その人の世界は終わりなんだ。
It's the carrot that changes your chromosome. Interesting. I'll take that as pure scientific fact with no evidence or testing to back it up. In the Shintoist teachings we follow, it's said that people become spirits when they pass away. They become one with the gods. And then they go on to watch over the descendants. This is what the concept of death looks like in Shinto teachings. But this is just a convenient explanation that those of us still alive came up with. What happens after death, you say? It's just too sad to believe that there's nothing. It's too scary. But does anyone really want to become a god? Yes, I want to be a god. I don't give a fuck. Depends how you eat it. Oh, you have to do the South Park method. You have to shove it up the ass and shit out the mouth, and that's how you change the chromosome. Gods aren't people. Either way, a person's world, at least as a human, ends the moment they die. Which means Mayuri-chan's world is over.
そんな顔をするな。マユリは俺たちの心の中で生き。
Okabe-san. That's wrong. That's just what those of us left behind want to believe. She's dead. She's not alive anywhere. The Mayuri-chan in our hearts is just a memory. And one day we may very well forget her. Her voice, her appearance, all of those memories will eventually fade away and disappear. Just like our sadness will. And eventually our guilt will disappear too. Can you really call that being alive? The reality is that we just needed to carry the sin of abandoning Mayuri-chan together. But instead we tried to lighten the load by granting her wish. We were never doing it for her. Our actions were empty from the beginning.
どうしたルカ子?
Nothing. There's no way I can tell Okabe-san this. I can barely put it into words. Time crawls by, the two of us silent. This time that we're experiencing together only exists because we're both alive, deep in thought. The clouds come and go above us. It feels like we're the only two people left in all of Akihabara. When I reach into my sleeve, something touches my fingertips. It's the picture we took with Mayuri-chan at Komima. The photo commemorating our first one together. Mayuri-chan was alive when we took it. Nah, Mayuri-chan was dead when we took it. We were like, oh shit, you know, I forgot to take pictures of Komima and she's just collapsed on the floor. Hang on, selfie with the recently deceased corpse. Hell yeah, that's going on my Instagram reel. That's going on my story. She's smiling so joyfully next to me. On the other hand, I look like a shy mess. Time has marched on since then. Even now it continues to do so. And little by little I began to catch up. I began to catch up to when I first leapt back in time. These past few days were things I'd already experienced. But once I catch up, everything from there on is new territory. An unknown future lies ahead. Okabe-san said that many different world lines exist. The Okabe-san in front of me doesn't know that I leapt into the past. But in the previous world line, Okabe-san would have been prepping the timely machine in order to send me back right about now. Soon these two different world lines will intersect. It's too difficult for me to tell which of the world lines this Okabe-san is from. The one that knows I went to Komima, or the one that doesn't know. If he's the latter, I have to show him this photo. But what comes after that is unknown even to me. Beyond that moment exists a future I've not yet experienced. It's just over the horizon. The intersection that leads towards an unknown future. Just a little bit more. Oh, I've got a mail. From mother. I forgot. Oh, she forgot. God damn it, she forgot who. She forgot who told her that. Yes? No, don't do it! What? My mind goes blank. Yawn again. Oh, the yawns. Okabe-san. It makes total sense to arrive at this conclusion. He can't bring himself to sacrifice anyone else's memories or feelings. If he's made his decision, then that's that. And then... Are you sure? You're really going to destroy it? The Okabe-san from the other world line never said anything like this. Which means that my leaping into the past and granting Mayuri-chan's wish must have changed something in him. I can't answer immediately. I mean, if he destroys it, that means I'll never be able to save Mayuri-chan. I have to shoulder some of the responsibility for this decision. That's right. I was still being naive. Just the other day, same day at the same time, we never talked about this. At that point, Okabe-san had already made his decision not to save Mayuri-chan. But there was always the chance that he might have changed his mind somewhere down the road. The possibility of that future existed. Oh, hi Zavi. How goes it? Mr. Bump talks very highly of you. Oh. I can't remember what games you play. I imagine Fortnite. I imagine you're a Fortnite boy. What's happened? Why have I scrolled the wrong way? I think I've scrolled the wrong way. No, I've scrolled in fact the complete opposite way. Ah, thank you for following. Hello. Oh, it's great to see you about. How's your day been? Where was I in the reading? Oh, he's essaying over here. Blah blah blah. Alright, I read that. Awesome. But this is different. This would mean cutting ourselves off from that possibility. By nodding to Okabe-san, we'd be put on that path. A path in which we might never see Mayuri-chan ever again. Are you Mr. Bump's friend? Yeah, I'm Mr. Bump's friend. He was here earlier, but he left to go for a bike ride. Don't know how long he's going to be on that bike ride, but he has gone on a bike ride. The path towards a future where our very existence would cease to be. We're currently playing a game where we're deciding whether we want to attempt to save someone's life or not through the means of time travel. Got a little bit of time travel. You understand the assignment. Excellent, excellent. Okabe-san. That's right. That one question is enough to tell me everything I need to know. Okabe-san wants someone to encourage him. He wants someone to tell him that he's not making a mistake. Which means he's still doubting himself. He's saying that he's terrified. He's terrified to make this decision all alone. That's why he wants me to say yes. For the nth time in the last few days, I once again begin to ask myself questions, going in circles. Okabe-san told me that he can't sacrifice anyone else's feelings or desires anymore. But then, what about Mayuri-chan's feelings? Flashback. It's the damning sentence. Mayuri-chan's desire is for everyone to smile together. Mayuri-chan's desire to spend more time with us. Mayuri-chan's desire to keep on living. Mayuri-chan's future. Oh shit, that was a sound effect. That's a baby! We had a baby? What? Huh? Where did this come from? When did I get pregnant? Huh? And at that very moment, I see something in my mind. What? What was that? What did I just see? The sight of an unseen future. And I have an epiphany. I haven't been going in circles. Okabe-san hasn't either. Our conclusion had been set in stone ages ago. I mean, it was the wrong thing. Sure, memories might be important. But there's no memory worth sacrifice. Another person's life. Man, they can't English in this game. There's no memory worth sacrificing another person's life for. Well, so, yeah, why does the sex always happen off screen, man? I look up to find Okabe-san with a confused expression on his face. A moment later, he slowly starts to cast his gaze on his surroundings. Okabe-san. He then looks back at me in a bit of a daze. I immediately sense it. Just now, two different Okabe-sans have crossed paths. I just need to confirm it for myself. Which Okabe-san is he? Does he know I went to Komima? The photo. You don't remember Okabe-san? Then you don't know what happened. The Okabe-san in front of me right now. It did indeed! Mission success! He doesn't know what happened. Well, then I already know what I have to say to him. I didn't make it in time. Yes, 2 days ago, I managed to make it back to the 18th, but the shop was closed. I never would have expected the lies to come so easily. I can feel the photo in my hand get crushed as I close my hand nervously. Storyteller! Banging song from Guilty Gear 3rd. That's it. Guilty Gear 3rd. I got the right one. After that, I couldn't leap back anymore. I couldn't go. Do you like Guilty Gear? I hope you like Guilty Gear. I love Guilty Gear. And if not for the gameplay, because the gameplay is brilliant in itself, but if not for the gameplay, the soundtrack of Guilty Gear is phenomenal. No. Okabe-san looks disappointed. He must have taken my word for it. Of course he did. Okabe-san never be able to fathom the idea of me lying to him about something like this. Oh man, how dare you misspell agree? What does putting an N in front of it even mean? What? Why is that name calling? I don't understand. I've never heard that ever said ever, and I don't know why that counts as name calling. What even does the word mean? Nagari. No. And also, I didn't know Automod held name calling. That's interesting. I want to try again. But I'm glad you agree. Gold Gear is amazing. I'll make sure to get it right this time. I'll make it work, please. The shop should still be open. The sooner the better. In Okabe-san's mind, our conversation about destroying the machine never even happened. But it wouldn't surprise me if he eventually arrived at the same conclusion. And if I... Please! This is for Mayuri-chan. I have to try one more time. I want to go back to the past. I have to change things. If I stay here any longer, doubt might take over. So before that can happen... You didn't get anything? Damn, first day on the job and you're already letting the side down, Bradley. Pick up the slack. Yes! No, we got it. No! Shit, I missed it. Whoa! Zavi, what a legend! Absolute legend right there. Thank you so much. That's amazing. You are a true legend. I appreciate that wholeheartedly. Thank you so much. Yes, I've already gotten used to it. That's right. There's more! Calm down! Thank you so much again. Please keep your money. You've worked hard for this money. I'm undeserving of it. No! It's too much. Too much indeed. Thank you. To echo Rowley there, you are a cool dude. You are an absolute legend. I'd give you hearts in the chat, however my heart emote is terrifying, and this will now give you nightmares. My thank you to you is to give you nightmares. Oh shit, that has met my goal actually. I forgot I set a fucking goal. 25, there we go. Minecraft with randomized controls. I gotta do that. I gotta do Minecraft with randomized controls now. I gotta remember. Someone remind me. Because I can't see that on my screen. Alright. I shouldn't have doubted myself from the start. Even more! Oh my god. Sub goal met. Twitch set me its own goal. Thank you so much. You are a legend. It's playing the alerts twice. Because of course it is. Or maybe that's just my phone. That might have just been my phone. I'm really good at tech. If I do that, that's probably fine. But yeah, thanks so much. You are a legend. Where was I reading? I think I read that. We'll pretend I read that if I didn't. All I wanted was my own future. A future in which I was a girl. A future with Okabe-san at my side. I could only have that if I was a girl. There was no other way for that to happen. Thank you. Thank you so much. Mr. Bump kept telling me how cool you were. And I mean, it's just proven true. You've proven that Mr. Bump is no liar. I shall. Within me is 17 years of life experience as a girl. That's something I was never supposed to have. That's why I... Yeah, there is something on your face. It's called a fucking beard. Shave it, man. No. Not that I'm one to talk. I love Mr. Bump too, and I'm so sad. He would have been so happy if he was here to see this right now. I'm gonna have to tell him to watch the VOD back, because he's gonna be so sad that he missed you in the chat. Got it! We're time traveling! Yay! I don't know exactly what my plan is, but we'll see. The moment I arrive on the evening of the 18th, I dash to the Future Gadget laboratory. She should be there at this time of night. Kurisu! I catch my breath just outside of the lab and spot a shadow descending the stairs. Makase-san! I need your help, Makase-san. Please. Please! This just isn't right. I will not calm down! You calm down! Oh fuck, I hit the microphone. that didn't go as planned. I'm sorry. It's just, I'm in a hurry and... Well... I tell her everything that's happened up until now. Funny enough, I had never really spoken to Makase-san much, but over the last few days, that's changed. But of course, I'm probably the only one that feels that way. In Makase-san's mind, there are no memories of me previously asking her for help. In this world line, the chain of events has been completely overwritten. Oh! Idea! I just had a good idea. Because I'm really forgetful at these sort of things. And this should be Bradley's job as a new mod, and it's, you know, I'm disappointed in the fact that he didn't think of this before me. Come on, Bradley, get with the program. I always forget. Shoutouts, there you go, for being such a legend and an awesome streamer, and backed by our beloved Mr. Bump. Follow Zavi, he's awesome. I'm not following Zavi, which is crazy, and I've clicked the button, and now I am. Which is, you know, my life has now just been enriched. My life has just gotten...
Is Zaddy, but the almighty Belgareth is Pookie. Now let's get Pookified.
Let's get Pookified. I will take that. These... How do you give shoutouts? /shoutout. Easy. You gotta learn the ropes. /shoutout, you can shout out anybody. Test it by shouting out Mr. Bump. He raided us earlier. If you shout out Mr. Bump, then... That's how you can test it. Prove to me your power, Bradley. If you can remember his immensely long username that is filled with random ass characters. In Makase-san's mind, there are no memories of me previously asking her for help. In this world line, that chain of events has been completely overwritten. Hey! Bomblo Clap, or however on earth I pronounce your name. It's... Remember Mario Odyssey? I do remember Mario Odyssey. Were you the one that likes One Piece? I feel like in my memory you were the one that liked One Piece. I could be completely wrong. But I do remember talking about One Piece while playing Mario Odyssey. Or... See, I have a brilliant memory. I saw when I was turning off all my stream stuff, I saw you pop into chat right after I'd click to end the stream. It was the most unfortunate timing I'd ever seen. It's great to see you again. Welcome in. How have you been? It's been a while. I hope you've been good. Hope you've been good since I last seen you. Hope you've been watching more One Piece. I actually caught up with One Piece. Well, for the dub anyway, because I'm a loser and I watch the dubs. But I caught up to episode 1069, isn't it? Hey, Bradley did it. He learned shoutouts. Congrats. Congrats, Bradley. You're learning. You're learning. Yeah, I caught up with One Piece. It was a journey, and I'm just waiting for the next episodes to release. This feeling of closeness I have towards her is entirely one-sided. Something about it all just feels so futile. Okabe-san must have felt this way all along, and now, I'm once again trying to force the same thing upon him. It makes my heart ache just to think about it, but even then... Where's Jimmy's not new? No, we had the redeem earlier, and I believe he's currently in the car on the way to a football stadium. That's where I believe Jimmy to be at the moment. Yes, I've made my decision. Oh, it'll be new because I probably turned it off and on is the thing. Sometimes I turn the redemptions off. Sometimes I turn them on again, depending on what I'm doing. But even then, I choose this path.
そう漆原さんがそこまで言うなら
Even if Okabe-san ends up hating me in the end.
分かったわそれじゃあ
Alrighty, let's go. Okay. Did that not work? It should have worked. It looked like you did it right. Unless you spelt something wrong. Okabe-san as expected is curled up in the corner. What a fucking loser. He probably doesn't even realize we're in the room. I don't know, this might be cruel, but I just kind of really want to kick him just to see what he does. Like, would he yell in pain? Like, he's ignored everything else we've done. If we kick him, like, what would happen? So me struggling when my stream crashed. When was that? Earlier today or in another time? I'm always struggling with tech shit, man. Yesterday I had the worst. Yesterday was the worst. Streamlabs randomly updated yesterday, and for some unknown reason, it decided my graphics card wasn't good enough, which it was up to date as far as my PC was concerned. So I had to download this weird ass app that updated my graphics card for me to get it to work, and I was so annoyed at it. On the Mario Odyssey stream, I was honestly, like, I'd been awake for like 18 hours at that point. I was so asleep. I barely remember the Odyssey stream. All I remember is fighting the fucking spewer in a fucking, what's the one, luncheon, and talking about One Piece. It's literally all I remember about Odyssey from that stream. But right now, that's for the best. If he knew what we were trying to do, he'd probably try to stop us.
漆原さん
Maxey-san hands me a piece of paper as she quickly sets things up.
今ググったわ20年
Google, oh, of course, copyright. You can't Google. You have to Google it. I see. Whatever the fuck that means. My stream crashed. Oh yes, I remember. I was furious because I wanted it to be in one nice little 24-hour block, and it crashed, and then it separated it into like 20 hours and 3 hours, and I was so sad about that. Yeah, yes. Now I remember. You've brought back the painful memory. We'll get it one day. It's my PC has been running too long. Stream now it's crashed. One day, but we will have a full 24 hours. I'll get the backup working at some point, and we will have it work properly. Maybe next anniversary we'll try it again. We'll see. On the memo is a chart for converting numbers into letters written in rough handwriting. Who's getting kicked? Oh, there was a guy in a corner being depressed. We were gonna kick him.
それでわかる
Yes, I can.
じゃあ別の紙にその
There's a depressed guy. This guy's depressed, and there's an entire game devoted to this one character being depressed. There's an entire game devoted to it. And when in the distant future we'll play that one. When I've forgotten the plot of it.
アスタリスクにって入力しないといけないからひらがな16文字分でお願い
Why are pages so complicated?
PC の方にそれを直接入力して過去に送る
Send the saga to the past. Okie dokie. A VOW indeed. An ad? I'm sorry about the ads. I've tried my best to make them as bearable as possible. Where's your game about being sad? I mean, this game's kind of about being sad. In order to turn me into a girl, Okabe-san sent a message to my mum's pager telling her to eat lots of vegetables. Which means I should send the opposite message.
できました
Oh, I'm gonna tell her to eat loads of meat, and I'm gonna become a Giga Chad man. I'm gonna be covered in muscles. Done. The recipient is my mum's page number. Maxey-san's already well aware of this. She quickly enters the numbers I wrote down. After finishing up, she exhales and turns to face me.
電話レンジが起動したらキーボードのエンターキーを押す
Got it, boss.
うち本当にいいのお願
Yes, I am. I don't want to be a woman no more. I nod my head and Makise-san activates the machine and stands up from her chair. Lightning bolts dart around the room.
エンターキーはあなたが押して。
Man, I feel like a child. I want to push the button! Right. I exhale and stand in front of the keyboard. If I had the chance, I wanted to tell Okabe-san while I was still a girl. I wanted to tell him that I love him. We did that earlier in this world line, kind of. It's fine. As a girl, I wanted to tell him goodbye. But I can't do that. Not anymore. So this is goodbye. Goodbye, Mai. Oh, he wakes up now. He's not depressed anymore. Oh, you know, we fucking we shake him and all that, and he doesn't budge. You know, now he starts trying to speak to me and reason with me. Too late, sucker. I'm teleporting away. Huh? Yep, we already. Oh no, we didn't press the button. No, Luka, why? You should have done it faster. Okabe-san. I raise my face to see him standing in front of me, no longer cold into a ball. He cured his depression quick. Okabe-san, why are you
追ってきたんだお前を
chasing? Wait, fuck, he time-lapsed! Of course he fucking did.
もしかして
You left through time, didn't you? He nods. Motherfucker, chasing me across time.
タイムリープには慣れているとお前の話では過去に行ったのは一度だけだったはずだそれなのにあの言い方
God damn it. He out-logicked me. Okabe-san steps towards us. He sees my hand by the keyboard and a surprised expression forms on his face.
ルカ子お前まさか
バレちゃいました
I guess you caught me red-handed.
でもやはり
嘘をついて
I'm sorry for lying to you.
すみませんでした
I actually went to Komima.
まゆりちゃんと
We even took a picture together. Mayuri-chan, she had the biggest smile on her face.
すごく嬉しそうに
Get a man who'll go across time for you? Fair enough. You're holding your cat hostage? I hold my cats hostage sometimes. It's the weirdest thing. My cats will walk into my room. They will just start jumping at the walls and meowing. I genuinely think I have demons living in my walls. Because they all just scratch at the walls as if there's something in them. It's sometimes a bit unnerving, honestly.
過去を
Like under your blanket. Oh, I love cats being under the blanket. I have this little picture of my cat. He's absolutely cute under the bed. It's the cutest picture I've ever got of my cat.
Hi.
Yes.
どうして分かっているのか元に戻すということは
I think I can live with being a guy, honestly. Okabe! Bah. Oh, of course. Alright, it is working. I had a visitor. Bop. There we go. Fixed. Makise-san raises her voice at him as he closes the space between us. The demons, yep, the demons did get me. But he continues anyway.
これまでお前が女と
I am now possessed. I will take all of your souls. Yeah, but I also just had 17 years of living as a boy vanish into nothing. So who knows what's gonna happen.
それでもいいのか
Maybe this time I'll be a transgender. Who knows? The me of before would have shrunk at the sound of angry yelling. I probably would have frozen in fear. But now I have to accept everything he has to say. You already sold your soul? Fuck. and I'll take all the money that you sold it for. Hey, Mr. Bump's here! Mr. Bump, your main man is here. You told us all that Xavi was a legend, and he proved you right. He proved that you don't lie. Your boy Xavi joined the stream today. All of Okabe-san's words. His glare. I have to accept it all and stay true to myself. Yes, I'm okay with it. I won't be able to get through to him if I don't. This is how it has to be. All of this began because of my own selfishness. Okabe-san, I think I've just been dreaming this whole time. A long, long dream. 17 long years. Hazy feelings. I just hear in the distance, Luka! Luka, wake up! You've been in a coma for the past 17 years. Wake up, Luka! It's not real! From a time when I was a guy. My original self's feelings. In real life, wanting to become a girl is a nearly impossible dream to fulfill. But I had the fortune of experiencing it. For 17 years I was able to dream. Has Luka not heard of sex change operations? We should probably tell him about that. And you, Okabe-san, you treated my feelings, my memories, like something precious. That's enough for me. Unless maybe they don't have sex change operations in Japan. I wouldn't know. I'm sorry, Okabe-san. What I'm about to say to you might be a little harsh.
Luka, we've been trying to contact you about your car's extended warranty.
You follow people to chat? I mean, you know, Twitch is a great place to have a little chat with people randomly. So it's the fun. If you find someone that you have fun chatting with, you know, give them a follow and then you can chat with them again. It can be like once a year, but you know, if sometime one day you're just bored and you're like, you know, I really want to chat to someone right now. There's thousands of people on Twitch that you can chat to, and at least some of them have got to be cool, right? Like us, indeed. I know it's going to cause you a great deal of pain, but I have to say it. Okabe-san, please save Mayuri-chan. If you don't, you'll never be able to smile again. And neither will I. Okabe-san, you once told me, didn't you, that you didn't want to sacrifice anyone else's memories. My memories won't be sacrificed. Not after how much you've taken care of me. We haven't chatted in months. Well, you know, I've been working anyway. All the coursework, the pain of the coursework, man. I take Okabe's hand and gently press it against my chest. The warmth from his hand spreads to me. Okabe-san, I might not be able to have feelings for you anymore, but that's okay. Why does Luka just not understand that it's okay to be gay? So this time, I want you to cherish Mayuri-chan's feelings, her memories. Her dream was to smile with everyone. So please, take back her smile. Take back her future. I'm sure that's what all of us want most. Okabe-san's true feelings. That's why I'm going to smile with everything I've got. But if you ever feel down in the dumps, just tell me. You're heading off? Well, it was great seeing you again. I hope you have fun watching more One Piece in the future, and I look forward to chatting with you some other time. Have a great day, or a great period of time until we next meet. I'll be okay. If you're ever in pain, just come to me. I may never be able to truly understand what you're going through, but I'll think with you. I'll cry with you. That's about all I can do. I mean, that's excellent. I'll take all the amazing followers like you that I can get.
分かったよルカ子
Building a nice, strong, awesome community.
ことにしよ
Okabe-san.
うどうやら俺は思い違いをし
You make a lot of miscalculations, mate. I can't lie.
忘れていたよ俺たちの
We do. All 9 of us.
まさか
That you definitely are aware of at this point.
それをお前に教えられるとはな
I mean, you know, I am an amazing person. Yes, we have. We went forward a day or two ago. It is 5 PM for me at the moment. Okabe-san. Now we're time traveling. Let's go! The numbers on the phone waves display slowly count down. Yeah, a couple of days ago. Yeah, that sounds about right. I let go of his hand and once again stand in front of the keyboard. Well then, Okabe-san, I'm off. Nakase-san, thank you so much. I hope we get to talk more in the future. My phone's dying, no. Yeah, no, I know the Americans haven't had it yet, because we're closer to our time now, I believe. And finally, Okabe-san, I take my feelings and lay them all out. Thank you. I loved you. Why the past tense, man? Because I love you. El Sai Konguru. I got the saying right! Let's go! I never get the saying right and I did it right. So. Bro, he's got to be so happy right now that I actually got the saying right. That's probably what he cares about the most. This is goodbye. Goodbye, girl me. Goodbye. The love. Just be gay, I mean, come on. It's not that difficult. Okabe looks like the sort of guy that would be cool with being gay. Like, he looks like he'd be cool with being bisexual. The love of my life. Goodbye. Goodbye. And with the press of a button, I change my gender. Goodbye. Whoa! Are we gonna be a man though? This could go horribly wrong for us. We don't know what we've done to our gender now. You can't play as much Rocket League with your friends? Oh. Well, good start. Mayuri's alive. Wait up, Mayuri-chan. Whoa! What the fuck? We rarely see this.
マユリ一つ教えてやる
Oh, it's a hospital. Okay, fair enough. I have tits and a dick. What? We have such long names. Japanese. It's just Japanese. That's exactly not what he just said. It probably just hurt to change world lines. Excuse me? Of course I came. Yes. August 21st. Okabe-san had shocked us all by suddenly getting hurt. It was a really bad stab wound. He nearly died from bleeding out. Okabe-san refused to tell us what actually happened. I got this strange feeling that it must have been something important. Yeah, he actually, was, well, he was stabbed by a crazy scientist, and then he ripped his own guts out because there wasn't enough blood. The guy I wanted to watch was not that fun. That is very sad. Well, welcome back. It's great to have you back. I hope you had a great, like, 2 minutes away. It doesn't sound like you did, but I wish that you did all the same. Where was I reading? That. I read that. I'm honestly amazed he recovered from, like, ripping his insides out. Like, that's not the sort of thing you'd expect you survive from. He had to wear a diaper? Oof. Ooh, that's gonna be embarrassing. A diaper? Wait, Mayuri-chan, did you?
そうだよ。
Oh, and he made Mayuri do it. Where's his parents? Where's his parent? You're chill? Enjoy your chill. I hope you have fun chilling. Where's his parents, man? That's definitely a parents thing to do, not a best friend thing to do.
だったなんて
You should have told me. I would have helped.
怪我をしたの。
He's like, what? No, nothing. I didn't say anything. Jeez, what am I saying? Even if we're both guys, that's a little.
そうそう。オカリン聞いて聞いて。ルカ君がね、今度
Apparently, I do a good Kiari-chan. Mayuri-chan's been making cosplay for as long as I've known her, and she's always wanted me to wear one of her creations. You're not going to chat as much? That's completely fine. You do what you want to do, and I hope you have fun doing it. I'd always said no, but
本当だよね、ルカ君。
yes, I'd be happy to. It's not like anything's changed. I just kind of felt like it. I felt like maybe I could change by giving it a try. That's all.
やっぱり
You must think I'm weird, right?
いや
Huh?
聞こえなかったか。よかったと言ったんだ。
You knew I liked Zami? Well, you didn't lie to me. You said he was cool. Everyone likes a positive person. That's true. Positive people are amazing. Which I do find that I'm well, I feel like I can be positive. I feel like I am genuinely a positive person, but I choose to not be sometimes. Sometimes I make the choice, like, you know what, I'm feeling great today. I'm just gonna be a little bit of a demon. I'm gonna be a bit of a demon. And choose to not be great, even though I am great. I didn't see that coming. I figured Okabe-san would be surprised or weirded out.
ルカ君、可愛いからきっと人気者になるよね。もしかしたら雑誌なんかに載っちゃうかも。
I don't really want to be in magazines though, like that's kind of my fear, isn't it?
そうしたら、マユシーもいろんな衣装をルカ君。
Well, I'm sure you'll enjoy that.
ねえねえ、オカリン。オカリンはルカ君にどんな
Oh, well, if Okabe's gonna give suggestions, then I'm sure I can be down for whatever he wants me to try.
男の子っぽい。
Make breakfast cereal. I wanted my Weetabix this morning. I'm still so sad I didn't get it.
も捨てがたいし。
A magical ghost. Mayuri-chan's so excited over the idea of me cosplaying. But
そうだ。オカリン、冬のコミマには
winter. Oof. It's gonna be cold cosplaying in winter. Okabe-san's expression was gentle and warm. Something about watching the two of them interact just...
ルカ君、どうしたの？
Huh?
だって涙。
I'm crying?
嘘。
What? No. Why am I...
大丈夫？どこか痛いの？
I'm not that weak, Mayuri.
違うよ。
No, I didn't. I didn't, so why am I...
ないんだけど。
Why? Why won't the tears stop? I'm going to peel an apple for you. What?
本当に大丈夫？
How does that, like, I burst into tears and I'm like, I'm gonna go peel an apple? That doesn't make sense. That was such a random statement. Yes, I promise. I'm okay.
だったらいいけど。
It's not like I'm sad or anything. I honestly don't understand. For some reason, I'm just so happy.
それじゃあ、マユシー
This is honest. This storyline's had like the least action, I feel.
さんの言うこと聞くんですよ。
Isn't she an ass? But it did link in with the actual storyline. It linked in with the original lore. Okabe-san's wound is healing just fine, but the folks at the hospital said it would be a little while before it'd be released. The stab wound was deeper than anyone expected. There was actually something I wanted to ask Okabe-san today. You got cereal? What cereal did you get? It's probably some American thing I've never heard of, is my guess, but I'm curious either way. Something I can never find the right timing for. But today is the day.
ルカ子、お前は忘れずに修行を続けるのだぞ。
Mastering what now? Yes!
じゃあまたねオカリン
What am I doing? Am I practicing with the sword? Today's the day. What is happening? I'm confused. Okabe-san? It's the 31st of August. Nearly back to school for Luka here.
どうしたのルカ君
What am I going to ask? I hit the... Oh my god. You are so obsessed with making the tower jokes, I swear. I'm finally going to ask him. What is this even in relation to? What? When did anyone say anything about towers? Cookie bites? What is that, like Cookie Crisps or Reese's Puffs? You know, Reese's Puffs, to be fair. I haven't had the cereals, but I got a Reese's Easter egg, and I can't wait to dig into my Reese's Easter egg. It looks absolutely sublime. It was a gift from my cousins. I have a favour to ask of you.
お願い
What's the favour? Something I've always longed for. Please. Am I going to ask him for the date?
僕を
Please, make me a lab mem?
僕を
But this isn't how the law's meant to go. I meant to give him a pin. Yeah, that's fine. I've always been envious. I've wanted to hang out with you all as a fellow lab man for so long now.
これまでは
But I can never quite find the courage to ask. Until now.
でも
But Luka, you already are a lab mem. You're lab member 006.
出して言うことにしたんです
You had a fancy dinner. What fancy dinner did you have? For Easter, I had... What was my Easter meal? I had roast turkey, strangely enough. Because the restaurant we went to for Easter lunch had pork belly. Pork belly's a bit fatty, so I decided to have turkey. It's quite nice. Not the best roast dinner I've ever had at a restaurant. That goes to the... I believe it's called the Cartwheel Inn up in the New Forest. That's the best roast dinner I've ever had. That place wins the prize. But yeah, it was a nice roast dinner. The best what, Alfredo? That is a word that I do not know what it means. I'm a very picky eater, so I won't know many fancy foods. If it ain't a fucking chicken burger, I've never heard of it. A shrimp, see, I wouldn't like it. I have a huge dislike of most seafood. I'm not a seafood guy, I can't lie.
僕には何もできない
I like put fish on my tongue and I will just immediately gag and want to throw up. It's really weird. Yeah. Literally just put it on my tongue and instantly gag reflex. Nope, couldn't do sushi. The only thing I can eat, and this is the most British thing I can say, is I like the beer battered cod fish and chips classic British. That's literally the only fish I will eat. Classic beer battered cod. That is the only fish that does not make me immediately throw up. I'm so incredibly British. And even then, if like my parents say we're having fish and chips, I'll still be like, alright, but do they have chicken burger? And usually they do, and usually I have a chicken burger instead of the fish. Because I don't like fish, don't like the seafood. I'm not sure I'll be able to help with much, but... Oh yeah, I mean, I'm very British, I'm a very British person. Bottle of water and all that. I'm a southern Brit, you see. The southern Brits speak with a bit more sophistication than those that the Americans usually do an impression of. They'll say the bottle of water in it. You know, us in the south, we're not heathens like that. We don't say words like in it and water. We say water. Water. And we say isn't it. Is it not? Is it not? We're the sophisticated part of Britain. The good old southerners. What I could never ask for. What I could never do. Not anymore. I have to have courage.
Luka.
You're gonna be like, Luka, what do you want about? You're already a lab member, you dumbass. I have a long way to go before I can call myself confident. My ear just made a noise. Ears don't usually make noises, do they? It's fine. I want to change that little by little.
お願いです岡部さん
Please, Okabe-san, make me a lab
入
man.
れてください
He's gonna do evil laughter in a second. I'm predicting maniacal laughter.
そうか退院したら
No!
真っ先
He hasn't maniacally laughed yet. I predicted maniacal laughter.
お前はもうずっと前から
Damn it, I didn't get maniacal laughter.
仲間
His voice and expression are gentle and inviting. That's why I... What was your peak viewers? What, for this stream or ever?
嬉しい
This stream, I think it's about 9. Ever? I think 23? I think 23 ever. Well, that'll be my peak viewers. And that was from a raid from the lovely Mickey D. The lovely Mickey D raided me that day. I was playing Mario vs Donkey Kong.
Are you telling me a shrimp fried this rice? Wahahahahaha.
I got maniacal laughter, let's go. It may have been from Bradley, but maniacal laughter all the same. That's a lot, yeah, I was terrified. It scared the shit out of me, so I was not ready for it. And of course, as soon as I was raided, I started playing terribly. My gameplay levels just dropped by about 500%, and I died about 7 times in a row, which was embarrassing. I tried my best to still my nerves though. Also because I like Mickey D a lot, and I was like, oh shit, somebody I like is paying attention to me. Fuck. Gotta impress someone.
Chocolate is very tasty.
I agree, chocolate is very tasty. What's your... I do like you, Mr. Bump, but I don't need to impress you, because you're already impressed by me. I know you are. I know you're already immensely impressed by me, because who wouldn't be? Who wouldn't be impressed by an amazing person such as I? My highs and lows, yeah, well, there you go. Can't hide nothing from you anyway. But Mr. Bump, what is your favourite kind of chocolate? White, milk, or dark, or some random ass shit that you're going to invent in 2 seconds? Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. And we never even got to see Luka's cosplay. What the fuck? I want to see my cosplay. I struggle to keep myself from crying.
If you have sushi without gagging, it's really good.
ルカ君もら
If I can have sushi without gagging, it's really good. Unfortunately, I don't think I would be able to get it down my throat. Yes. I'm so glad I had the courage to ask. When you'd been made out of him anyway, Okabe's gonna go out handing out pins as soon as he's out of the hospital. Skill issue? It probably is a skill issue. I just need to get better.
お前は強い
My gag reflex is too good, man.
ずっとな
This is why I can't be gay if I wanted to be. Oreo chocolate? I mean, Oreo chocolate is mixed with milk chocolate, so... I guess you like milk chocolate mixed with Oreos. You know, I've always said that I like dark chocolate the most, but honestly, I think I'm actually a fan of milk chocolate. I can't lie. I think milk chocolate is for me, and white chocolate is just the worst. I know people hate on that because people like white chocolate, but you know, white chocolate is low tier.
僕が強い
Dark chocolate is the healthiest. Is it? I don't know. I don't know chocolate healthiness. I am?
あ
岡部さん
Okabe-san. Just those words alone are enough to make me feel like I can grow even stronger. I pressed the wrong button.
それからもう一つ言っておくが
Oh god.
俺の名は法王院京馬だ夢夢
Maniacal laughter? Yes! Okay. Kiyama-san! Yeah, I've been calling him Okabe too much, man. Where's the Kiyama at? The hot summer will soon come to an end, making way for fall. It feels to me like lots of good things are just on the horizon. Really healthy dark chocolate. You haven't slept till yesterday? Well, I woke up at 9 PM and it's currently 5:30 p.m. and I haven't slept in all that time. So I've been up for about 20 hours. Yeah. There's like lots of good things just on the horizon. I can't wait to see what happens next. Is that it? That's it! We made it to 1% divergence! Yay! The good world line. We made it to beta. Yes, we made it to beta. Which honestly, you know... Actually, no, beta sucks. Beta's the one where Kuroshu's dead. Never mind. We want to make it to Steins Gate. But we make it to Steins Gate through beta, you know. Actually, no. That can't be, because that's Okabe stabbed himself. So that has to be Steins Gate. Is Steins Gate in the same divergence as beta? I'm not going to unpack it. It's too much lore for me. Yay! We win. Let's look at our clear list. Another one added to the pot. Hermaphroditus in the Labyrinth. We've done so many. And I want to look what's coming up. Because I feel like we've unlocked new paths now. Oh, fuck. I need to complete them all. Or maybe this doesn't count. Maybe I need to... Fuck. Maybe I need to beat the Mayuri one. I think I've got to beat the Mayuri one. Because it hasn't shown us our next paths. But there's clearly more to go. Surely there's more to go. Let's look at our... Where's it gone? CG library. There we go. What new CGs did we get? We got... these ones, starting off with a naked Luka, going through all of these. Quite dark ones, honestly. I mean, you know, these two, they're quite dark. It ended on a happy note. And no special ones, once again. Just one day. I mean, yeah, I've done one day before. I've done one day of no sleep before. And then the mail list. If I press Q... Oh, only 76%. We're lacking on this one. Looks like we're gonna have to do some fast forwarding. Time for the boring bit of the game. But you know what? It's fine. We can zoom through. Go. Okay. Worms. What are we talking about? Worms. Bugs and worms. Why are we talking about worms? No one likes a worm. Worms are icky. I used to play with worms actually as a child. I'd pick them up and shit. I was a very like pick up weird thing. Like I fed ants to spiders. I was a weird child, man. Alright, whoever messages me second, we need to pick the second option. Skip through. Dropping things, crying. As we do. Okabe's yapping. Oh, I've received mail. Can I open the mail? Alright, okay. Shit! I don't think this went as planned. Oh, with the celeb camp. Sam, Nigel, Teddy T. Fuck, I missed the messages. This isn't helpful. Maybe this one. Alright, the one from Dad. Talking about Goeth, whoever the fuck that is. I don't know if I'm on the right path because I missed some.
If you had a pet,
Alright,
what
I am
would
on the
its childhood pet's name be?
If you had a pet, what would its childhood... What? I'm sorry? Explain? Confused? What would its childhood pet's name be? Huh?
What is your mother's maiden name?
My mother's maiden name? Haha. Secret. That is a secret. Oh, is it meant to be one of those things like your bank? Like your bank will be like, what school did you attend when you were 11? All right, I think I've got what I need to answer. It's the second one, right? I'm not reading this whole message again. It's taking a little longer for me to go back to normal. I'm sorry for causing you stress. Send. And then zoom until he replies to me. If he replies. We get a lot of no replies, I can't lie. Not sure how I appreciate all the no replies that I get. See, I didn't get a reply. What's my address? Well, that I can divulge. I live in redacted on redacted street with redacted people. I'm just time traveling left, right, and center at this point. You're eating dinner? You know, I'm just getting close to dinner time for me too. I want to get the endings. Give me the endings. Give me all the lore. I got mail. Who sent me mail? Dad. He's talking about Ariake. Alright. Alright, Dad, you're talking about Ariake. This better be the one. Awesome. We want to pick number 1. Dad. Water. Friends, there's lots of you. The best types of heat. I'm not surprised by how many people are around. By the way, seem to know a lot about this. Have you come here before? Are you sure this is the right one? Oh yeah, I wanted to know about that. Alright, I remember now. I remember. I'm a nuke me. No, don't nuke me. I don't want to be blown up. Don't Oppenheimer me, please. Please don't Oppenheimer me. Never gone there myself, but there are lots of locals who know about it. Let me just repeat myself. I've never gone there myself. That's very sus. I feel like my dad is telling me fibs. Alright, well, what have we got to finish off? Alright. The last one is the last 2 and it's double locked. Good to know. Last one's double locked and it's the bottom ones. Not from you. That is not who I desire to speak to. Oh, Myri died. Oh dear. Unlucky. 07 Myri, Rip Bozo and all that. Whatever else the kids say nowadays. Is this the one from Mother? It is. Let's make a quick save. Just so we don't have to trek all the way back here. No one wants to trek. Why is one guy so fat? So that he can be thin in the future and we can make fun of it. That's literally why. He's fat so that we can make fun of the fact that he's not fat in the future. Now you can take her on an ego, whatever you want. Sorry, I haven't been eating much lately. I'll definitely feel better soon. I'll send that. And we'll see what her reply is. If she replies, she probably won't reply. I've received mail. Can I read my mail? Let me read my mail. I don't want to be on this dumbass screen. I want to read my mail. There we go. I can read my mail now. No problem, don't worry about it. It's okay. When you feel better, I'm going to cook you up a storm. Awesome. Now let's open up the load. We can try the other one. Other vegetables. No. Lower one. What's Greek food like? I've never had any, so maybe just go with something normal, thanks. Greek food ain't normal. Don't want no fun, gross ass Greek food. I won't reply yet. Maybe she doesn't. Alright, I don't think she replies to the Greek food ones. We did not get any more. There we go, 100%. Victory is ours. Let's save just to make sure. Overwrite. Yay. And to the title menu. Awesome.
I smell like beef.
What did I miss? You like the game's Lies of P? You might go to bed. Alright, good night. Sleep well. Have a good night. Hope to see you in the future. You smell like beef? I mean, I guess I like the smell of beef. I have nothing against the smell of beef. A beef roast cooking always smells quite nice. Like the smell of steak, the bloody smell of steak. Always, it's great. No, we did that. I think that leaves us with a victory, honestly. Unless we randomly unlocked a movie I don't know about. So now I have two choices. Actually, no, I have three choices. Choice number one. No, four choices. We've got four choices. Four whole choices. Wait, no, I'll reduce it to three. Three, let's say. Choice number one. I take like a 15-minute break to eat, and then I continue on to the next one, which is either Mayuri's or Moaka's storyline. Choice number two, I go to bed. I'm not that tired, but I probably could sleep if I went into a bed. Choice number three, I eat, and then I wait for Jib to maybe be available at some point. And I'm not sure what to do. What's people's opinions? Sleeping is optional. Choice number 8. Ah, yes, choice number 8. The kill all humans option. How did you know about secret choice number 8? You must really want global genocide. Yeah, probably. I mean, one's probably just the credits. I can't lie. I won't be surprised if one movie is just the credits, considering there's only 3 of them. I reckon for 100%, what it gives us is, if I can get there, it gives us these for 100%. Is my guess. It gives us fan art for, well, not fan art, but you know what I mean. Extra art. You do like suffering. See, I don't know. What am I feeling? I don't know. I do want to play more of this game, but then I also don't want to just play it too quickly. So I don't know how many more we've got to go. So we've done 7, because that's quick maths. 7 are quick maths. And it says that we've done like 58% of the game. Album achievement. When it says album achievement rate, that's not how many of these. There might only be 9 to complete. I don't know. You think play on would be acceptable? It could be acceptable. Oh, I actually noticed these are the starting world lines, not the ending world lines. For this one, we ended on 1% divergence. So I'm not even that hungry is the thing. But then if I start one and can't finish it, I'll be sad. This will take us to 8. What's the chance of Jib not being available at that point? I think it's quite low. Alright, in the spirit of hoping that Jib will be on at some point, I'm going to end for now. And then if I don't stream again today, you can all blame Jib 100%. Seems fair. If I don't stream again, you can all 100% blame it on Jib. That seems perfectly acceptable for me. Putting it all on Jib. Hashtag Jib's fault. Exactly. So I'll end and I'll be live if and when Jib is ready later this evening. Could be 2 hours, could be 6 hours, could be tomorrow, or it could be never. Maybe Jib's fallen down the stairs and had an accident, and we'll never stream again because Jib won't be here, and it will all be Jib's fault. Also, it gives me a chance to raid the lovely Zabi, who graciously gifted subscribers, and who I've just noticed is live. So why wouldn't we do that when we have the option to raid such a fantastic fella? Jib does a Mayuri. Come on, Jib, stop doing a Mayuri, man. Stop doing a Mayuri, Jib. It's not cool. We also met 104% of our sub goal. So I'll have to think up a new sub goal for 50, and yeah, we can actually. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm gonna start setting up. I'm gonna end the stream, and I'm gonna start setting up for the sub goal, and then maybe we'll stream sooner than we think. You'll workshop it. Oh gosh, you're gonna give me some absolutely abysmal idea, aren't you? Just cut off all of your toes one by one. Every hour you cut off a toe and just fight through the pain. That'd be something you come up with for me. Anyway, I am going to go eat, and I'll be back soon. I will see you later. I'm gonna raid the beautiful Zavi, and I will see you fellas later. Goodbye.